Wiggers are invading the niggerverse, and only the smartest nigger can stop them. After using the Fent reactor to go through the niggerverse portal to save Kirk and bring him in for question, we found out he has the aura to power the Fent reactor for decades. So we woke up George Droid, told him we didn't need his Fent powers anymore. While Obama and Diddy were trapping in the White House, their line called. A nigga needed breaking out of prison, and he geared up in Portal to save him because...
No, but sometimes maybe yes.
I need one word.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a wonderful night tonight. Hope that your Wednesday is going well. We have I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, okay? Today we got a lot of wacky stuff to cover. It's a little bit of heavy stuff in there, but most of it's just wacky, some of it's comical. Sometimes we just have to keep teaching this old man the same lesson over and over and over again, okay? It's been a bit of a weird day. So I'll fill you guys in, okay? Well, before everybody's here. This morning, I wake up to some DMs from Troy Industries. Yes, the Troy Industries, the rifle manufacturer, because they had watched a clip on the second channel that I had completely forgot about. Just a throwaway clip on the second channel about them winning a contract. And the next thing I know, I'm in a phone call with Steve Troy himself and one of their social media guys. And we're going to have an interview at some point in the not too distant future. So that should be really fun. It was a good conversation. I got to kind of ask all the questions I wanted to about some of their products and some of their other stuff going on. But yeah, so there will be an interview with Steve Troy of Troy Industries on the channel. So if you want some pointed questions, we'll talk about it. All right. All right. The check cleared. Yeah. The check. Yeah. We'll see about that. We'll see how that goes. But before we get into the shenanigans tonight, Richard, how's your night going?
Maybe I should have warned you that I was dropping the Troy video.
Well, I didn't even think about it. And then I wake up and I have like DMs and Troy Industries is commenting on the page. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I've
seen that. And I was waiting for you to get online. I was going to talk to you about it, but you had already posted and talked to him. So
yeah, I already had a call with them earlier today. So yeah, I mean, they were pretty adamant about getting on. Their social media guy seemed pretty cool with everything. And Steve himself was very cordial with me. So I thought that, I think I thought the Sons of Liberty Gunworks interview was going to happen. But I feel, at least right now, maybe I'm just a sucker for this kind of thing. But I feel like it's going to happen.
I also felt like the Sons of Liberty Gunworks interview was going to happen. And just like I felt
weird
like
is
the Apex interview was going to happen. And
well, yeah, I forgot about that one like over a year ago. But the weird one with Mike was like when I went to meet him in person at the Sons of Liberty Gunworks Range Day, he was nice and cordial, just never brought up the fact that, we were supposed to have an interview and I talked about it for like 2 weeks straight or something like that. No big deal. I'm not upset about it. It's whatever. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into some of the shenanigans and silly stuff going on. And listen, guys, if one of you mongoloids donates an insane amount of money to make me play degenerate anime games, I'm just going to retire the program. Okay? It's over. This is it. My last stream. All right? We can have a normal stream of normal shenanigans, okay? Not your silliness. Now I do want to shout out because I stole his meme for the intro. Smith and Lesson. Let me go ahead and drop that link in the chat. Logan, shut up. Shut up, Logan. It was 400 for the next one. But yeah, drop the link for Mr. Smith and Lesson. Great meme account. Very funny. Glock owners everywhere. BTFO'd once again. Great work. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, not like the last stream. All right, here we go. Troy Industries. Now, I wonder, should we just save the Troy Industries stuff for the actual interview? Because, you know, I have some people sending me some stuff, all of the archive threads about exactly what happened with
I think we
Troy.
saved it.
What's up?
I think we just teased it a little bit and then saved the most of it. Right?
Yeah. So here's what I'll say. Okay. And I asked a couple other people about this because my recollection of the event and kind of the meme culture online around Troy is that they hired Lon Horichi, the guy who actually shot the Weaver wife and son, or just the wife and child. I forget. But anyways, he was one of the shooters at Ruby Ridge, right? And so the memes that I had heard was that they hired the shooter. However, that is not correct. So the alleged truth of the matter is that their sister company, which is not Troy Industries, it's Troy. What is it? Troy. It's something to do with Troy. It's like their training division. They hired his spotter, not the shooter. And then there was a saying that was attributed to the spotter, Troy Asymmetric, that's the one, that was attributed to the spotter that Troy hired, but it was actually some other agent that was there, right? So we'll be able to go through all of this, which is interesting. And as far as I'm aware, the guy only ever worked quote unquote for 2 days. He never set foot in Troy and he never touched any of their products. He was literally part of their asymmetric division for 2 days. And then this reputation has gone on for like the last, over a decade at this point. So much so that me coming into the firearms industry in like 2018, I had just always heard that Troy employed, baby murderers, essentially. That was the memes that I was aware of at the time, which apparently is just not true, which is kind of funny. So maybe we'll be able to dive a little deeper into that and the whole area surrounding it. Now, what is funny is that, or actually not even funny, Richard, sometimes there's just uplifting stories that hit you right in the feels. And I feel like this is a good step forward for humanity whale relationships. So Wales has recently chosen a new health ambassador. This is Athika Ahmed. And I'm honored that Wales chose to, endorse a mostly human representative. I feel like this is a big step between animal human relations. It's really progressive of all of whale kind. We're still mammals, so it's not, true maximum diversity, but still, I think that, whales having this as a gesture of good faith towards, mostly humans is very interesting. It's a good sign for the human animal kingdom, that commingling, so to speak. But no, this is unfortunately real. This is not a whale. This is Welsh. Okay. This is your average Welsh woman in 2026. Athika Ahmed has emerged like a monster from her lair, from underneath the local bridge as a troll, emerged as a notable woman, as a notable voice in women's health advocacy. Like, advocating what? Not limitations on diets, not dietary restrictions, not exercise. What is she advocating for? And community outreach. Now, I would not have guessed 23 years old. All right. I make the joke about abuelas and Latinas hitting the wall at 27, maybe 25, but 23. And this is like post wall. This is like a decade post wall at 23 years old. Maybe Muhammad had a point. Maybe we're just judging him on European standards and that's just too rude. All right. She has volunteered with health boards to help develop resources that teach young people about topics like menstrual cycle, menstrual health, endometriosis, and cancer screenings, areas that historically have been overlooked in public health education. Well, because usually, your diet and your exercise is like that's the top layer, and everything else is secondary to that. So she just skipped all that stuff to get the other less importance, which is not very helpful, not very helpful. And now there has tragically been some online abuse of this wealth health advocate. I hate wealth health advocates. It takes a sinister turn of her fork from her plate to her mouth, and it just never happens. Although maybe that's a little too ethnocentric of me. Maybe it was just her hand from her plate to her mouth, and no utensils were involved in this body. Would there's always one. There's always one. All right. Yeah, online abuse against Welsh health advocate have escalated into vile memes liking her to terrorists and child killers. More like Hijab the Hutt. I saw Logan post that in chat. More like Hijab the Hutt. Athika Ahmed, 23 years old, medical student at Cardiff. Does she speak English? That's my question. Although another question is, do Welsh people speak English? Yeah.
Not
Do Welsh people speak English?
not that I know of. I don't think they do.
What began as personal mockery? Yeah, I wonder how. Okay, the woman on the left, European, still obese. The woman on the right has ascended this mortal coil. You are now like one step above, all right? And it's just objective reality, okay? It's not mean. The people telling you, go girl, this is great for your health, those people are mean. Those people are evil. Me telling you the truth about your self-destructive body habits and the fact that you're a health ambassador while literally having none of the qualities of health, and also ironic that you're, not Welsh in the first place, telling Welsh people what they should and should not be putting in their bodies. Maybe you shouldn't be putting your cousin in your body. How about that? Got them whole cans. True. All right. Well, enough of that. Again, we just got lots of silly stuff, guys. So just hang on to the ride, okay? It's going to be a lighter stream. It's going to be a funnier stream, hopefully. This was sent to me. This I just find funny. Okay, a user on X is going viral right now for vibe coding a free website to help users avoid dangerous areas. Now, the way that this works is by geolocating certain names and establishments that might traditionally be associated with certain ethnicities. All right, so you can have your danger map that overlays onto reality a little bit, and you can just kind of understand which areas you would like to avoid or may not have a higher or lower chance of getting mugged in, right? All right. I personally I don't know how this could be offensive unless you're saying that people with these names and these places are associated with certain people that have a higher level of violence or higher aptitude for violence, higher time preference, lower self-control, lower impulse control. I mean, we saw JD Vance in the intro. He was going to town at a Waffle House, all right? Waffle House is known for fighting. So, I mean, I feel like this map is a useful tool for that map that we just see over and over and over again. It's basically the same thing. I keep screaming that MP4 says, I hate that I like Popeyes.
Fortunately, it's better than Chick-fil-A and it's cheaper.
No, I wouldn't say it's better than Chick-fil-A. Like, my wife likes the what are they called? Not muffins, the rolls. They're really salty. What are they called? Biscuits. The biscuits are really salty. But Chick-fil-A is fine. Honestly, all of them are like at best a 5 out of 10. They're all like fine, It's like, wow, it's chicken strips.
Chicken sandwiches. Oh, if you're going with the strips, that's something different.
Well, but it's like it's the meme, right? It's like, hey, what do you get at Raising Cane's? It's like, it's chicken.
The chicken.
It's chicken. It's like, what do you want? What do you get at Slim's? It's chicken. All right, it's all chicken. What do you want? You want a
I
chicken
get the
sandwich
chicken
or you want a
sandwich.
chicken nugget, dog? It's all chicken. Okay. All right. Different styles. All right. Maybe you chicken connoisseurs out there. Is that a slur? That should be a slur. Chicken connoisseurs can school me on the different chicken establishments. All right. Chicken connoisseurs. Tragic. Canes for the win. Again, it's fine. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's like it's chicken strips, dude. It's good.
Well,
like I don't know.
Pinochet has the point. Popeyes is not consistent, whereas Chick-fil-A is pretty consistent. The worst chicken sandwich and the best chicken sandwich I've ever had have both been from different Popeyes.
Well, one of them was a rat.
Well,
have you seen that photo? I think it is out of Popeyes where it's a chicken sandwich, but it's just perfectly in the shape of a rat.
I have not.
Yeah, not for me. Not for me. I try to avoid these establishments as much as possible, but when in Rome, so to speak. Now, speaking of chicken connoisseurs, and I saw Jake in the chat earlier, so he's going to be very excited about this next topic. But as a little bit of comedic relief before we talk to a couple Epstein updates, let me see. Where did I put all these? I have way too many of these now.
You don't get to ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
We get to this is a wonderful account that just popped up. It's great. Okay. Candace Owens trying to read. And all it is just, some regular words or, some that are a little bit more difficult than others. And now, of course, you can find hundreds of clips of me saying things incorrectly. But that's because I'm a retard. Okay. In my defense, I am retard maxing. I don't know what the words sound like. I don't know how to spell them. Okay. I'm just here talking. Okay.
She taken after Daddy Al Sharpton.
I guess.
There's something so reminiscent, and it's striking to me.
Obviously, that's pretty reminiscent of one of the themes of The Matrix. I think that they can be a better Christian is so reminiscent to me of a discussion I had. Yeah, it's eerily reminiscent of Event 201.
So visually reminiscent of
Huh. I mean, it's just little things like that, right? And I don't know if it's just she never learned, like she never learned when, water froze and melted at, that whole 32 degree number, very important, or 0 degrees Celsius if you're from, uncivilized parts of the world. It's reminiscent. Yeah, dawg, it's reminiscent. And actually, it's funny because it's like a normal, like European sounding or Western accent, but with eubonics almost. Yeah, that's how she's pronouncing it.
Man, and this is reminiscent to me of when I looked through the Romanian case regarding Andrew Tate. Everything that they have done to Donald Trump actually is reminiscent of a government that has taken too much power for itself, is reminiscent of...
Reminiscent. Fair enough.
Watch movies anymore. I just kind of read books. I'm just fascinated with learning real history because I think that truth is kind of, what actually has happened, the events of our world is obviously, as the expression goes, way stranger in fiction.
Huh. Yeah, that's the one. Yes. Yes, way stranger in fiction or whatever the heck. Very nice, very nice.
Honored Charlie Kirk with his very own holiday as a posthumous birthday present. They've decided posthumously.
Posthumous sounds like after human. It's like when we're all half cyborg uploaded to the cloud, posthumous.
A posthumous award by trying to posthumously convert him to Groiperism will be posthumously honored after his death. His posthumous book, and in the true spirit of Charlie.
I stutter. I slur my words all the time. Okay, it's all fun and games, but some of these are incredibly funny.
Groiperism will be posthumously honored after his death.
Oh, okay. All right, you guys. Unbelievable.
Will be posthumously honored after his death. His posthumous book, and in the true spirit of Charlie Kirk, Turning Point cordially accepted those posthumous terms. Anyways, those are the facts.
Those are the facts, dude.
Get comfortable, you guys, because it is going to be a long week. I have so many explosive revelations to share with you.
That happens. It happens. That's a simple slip
Senior
up. I do
Sam,
that all
and
the
he
time.
used to come in every day with a debacle, and he would ask us to just work through the
Debacle.
philosophical question. Hey, remember that whole debacle?
Okay, I've heard people say debacle. It's like the debate between egg or egg or bag or bag. Debacle,
That
debacle.
just sounds like somebody from Michigan or Wisconsin,
Mm,
but
yeah,
she's neither of those.
debacle. Listen up, I'm in a debacle here. Come on, I'm in a debacle in the car park. I'm in a car park in a debacle. Focus toes cam when? The fact that you're asking me for it, dude. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. However, what if I had a Bible verse tattooed on my toes and then I made people pay for my toe pictures and then tried to convince them that it was actually giving them access to scripture? What if I did that instead? I feel like there's money involved in that. Jake, get on that.
This debacle with her earrings. The Hamptons debacle came up. The Brett Kavanaugh hearings and debacle involved in this entire debacle. Okay, the FISA debacle. His recent.
I think she stuffs the extra syllables in her nose, which is why her nostrils are so wide. I think that's what's going on.
Coming out of racist ideas, right? It wasn't because people were just trying to delegitimize him. It was because this must just all be crazy rantings. Every day, Candace is up on this show like Miss Cleo from the 90s and just like predicting.
Okay, well, I mean, you did say that, what's his face? Charlie Kirk was in some sort of Charles Xavier program where he had access to, I forget the name of the program, but where you could see into the future, and he saw and predicted his own death. And then the technology stopped working in 2012 because it was attached to the Mayan calendar in some way. So, I mean, you and Miss Cleo aren't too far off, to be fair. Okay. All right.
Yeah, what she thinks happened. It's such a ridiculous way to try to delegitimize the research that we have done. Now, I don't know how you're able to comment. She pulled the good old Barack Obama, dropped a book, an autobiography that was meant to legitimize her to the black.
Delegitimate. How do you say it? Delegitimate. Because she's adding an extra one in there.
Biography that was meant to legitimize her to the black public.
Legitimize.
And everyone that should.
Nice, very nice.
Legitimize.
Well, no, I know that, but she's adding a. It's more difficult for me to say it incorrectly.
Yeah,
which is the way that she has trained herself to say. Delegitimize. Yeah.
At least she doesn't say X.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. All right.
We want the CEO and the chair.
No, this is her actual X page. Okay, so this like my entire X feed is just Candace Owens. That would be very funny.
Chairman of Turning Point USA to answer. Okay, if you can't compartmentalize, then I don't see how you're going to be able to. We don't like them. We don't agree with the industries they went into. All of that can be true, but you have to be able to compartmentalize that when you.
Compromise and mentalize is what she's trying to combine there.
We're looking at a case since long before this ever broke out between her and Justin Baldoni, that we have to compartmentalize. Blake Lively is.
Okay, this actually giving me brain damage because now the mimetic effect of her saying it is now messing with my mind, and I'm like, wait, how do you actually say that? Compartmentalize, compartment, and mentalize, compartmentalize.
Is not a good person. Or Donald Trump from the #MeToo movement. It is very important to compartmentalize how you feel about somebody personally from how you can't compartmentalize.
I think she's trying to say compromise and something else, and that's how she's mixing that up. Oh, architecture. That's good.
But really, it was about the architecture. I want you to understand. Sitting there across from Alex Clark, like, God, like, no, he just liked the architecture. And I no longer.
Maybe that is a real word and we just don't understand it because she is actually creating a new word here. Maybe by architecture, she actually means like not only how does it look, but like how it feels, right? So like the grain structure, the grit, okay, the realness of it. So maybe in an even more real sense, architecture is like a higher form of architecture.
Accept him and Erica, and he liked the smells Smells and the Bells, he loved the architecture, but there was no more substance for him. It'd be like, yeah, no, like he loved.
Oh, this is a good one.
It was 1,000 ways that you can honor Charlie. Stop telling us that it has to always be Miss Macabre. Like we have to have the bloody Mike, and it's like we don't.
Now, this is one where, as a kid, when I was forced to read, Edgar Allan Poe or some of these other guys growing up, where I would read it macabre, right? And then I would say macabre, and somebody would be like, "You mean macabre?" And I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, "That's not how it's spelled, you idiot. You don't know. You don't know, all right?" Because of course I never heard it spoken.
But you're not adding extra shit into it.
Macabre.
Actually have to have any of that. Well, obviously, that's wrong. There's 1,000 ways that you can honor Charlie. Stop telling us that it has to always be Miss Macabre. Like we have to have the bloody Mike, and it's like we don't actually have to have any of that.
Yeah, all right. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Everybody speaks long enough. You sound like a little bit of a retard. Now, speaking of retarded people saying things, all right, the ICE protests have kind of calmed down a little bit, but we've got some
me out for a minute there.
Black on trans crimes. We have misgendering, and we have ethnic slurs or racial epithets being thrown around in a very just funny modern America sense. Okay, I don't know if it could get any more American than this, really. We have a black ICE agent being called the N-word by a trans mentally insane retard. Like what a just conflagration of all of the things 2026 America is, right?
Oh, there was an anti-ICE protester. The ICE officer didn't know the person's gender. Because of that, they call him the N-word.
So how does it feel? Let me see. I have one. Nigga! That's the one.
Yeah, families should be ripped apart. That's kind of our energy. Like we should rip people apart from their families.
Are you a man?
Wow, is that a question?
Because you can see the guy just looking her up and down. Okay, he's like, what? Or him. Sorry, even I'm confused. I don't know what this person is. All right, mentally insane. That's what they are. But he's like looking up and down. He's like, what is this? What is this thing speaking to me? What is this abomination? This man-made horror beyond my comprehension. What is this thing addressing me?
People apart from their families.
Are you a man?
Wow, is that a question? Wow.
Nuclear. Sir, I need to move.
Sorry, I think you mean
Nigga! Nuclear.
What the fuck's wrong with you people? Did he say sir?
Sir.
Just that interaction so fast. Slightly, it's the male aggression, right? That's what sells it every time. It's the perfect male aggression that comes out, right? The facade slips instantaneously once there's the tiniest bit of a conflict, right? And you can tell who's real and who's not.
Is that a question? Wow.
Nuclear. Sir, I need to move. Nuclear.
What the fuck?
Let me get where's the best shot of this individual? Like, that mask is hiding a lot, okay? So not only trans retarded, but like I'm getting, the physiognomy alarm is going off, or the physiognomy alarm is going off, as some would say, okay?
Clear.
What the fuck's wrong with you people? Did he say sir?
Sir, I need to move. Nuclear.
So he misgenders this person.
Yeah. You don't even need to ask the question,
And then they call him the N-word with the hard R. Perfect frame. What the f***'s with you people? What's wrong with you people?
Why are you calling a woman a man?
They just, sir, I need you to move away. Oh, God.
What kind of a guy does that?
What kind of a guy does it? Imagine being the person that, like, you think that not respecting a person's pronouns is equivalent to calling a black person the.
See, now I'm curious. Now I need a uber progressive. Do I have any uber progressive liberals or trans people in the chat? I need to know which one of these people is more oppressed. Like, which one is actually higher on the hierarchy here, okay? Gay, trans, retard, or black man?
The gay, trans, retard.
So, but does that allow them then to use racial epithets against them? Maybe it's not ideal, but it's allowed because the black straight person is oppressing the white presenting trans.
That's the blackface of white supremacy. So yes.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I need to know. Russell, the one moment that I needed you and you left me. Unbelievable. Don Lemon is the answer. Well, but that's a gay black man. So it's like, who's higher there? Gay black man or white presenting trans? Who's higher?
The white presenting trans, because Don Lemon is already on his knees.
The trans person is like, well, you know what? I can facilitate this. Lee Hendo says they're both way too oppressed. They really should all go live in a country that isn't racist and sexist. You know, that's true. Like, why would you want to live here? It's very homophobic. It's very transphobic. It's very racist, right? So it's very problematic in America. And I think that you should, for your safety, move somewhere else where you can be accepted. Like, I've heard that there's this wonderful country in Africa called Wakanda, and I feel like it would be very accepting of people of your way of life. You should go try it down there.
The N-word with the hard R. They're not using it as if it's like a rap song or they're joking around. You're literally using it like an actual slur.
Nuclear.
Again.
Nigga! Oh, shit, nigga!
Fucking based. They are now so woke. Can you be so woke that you call black people the N-word now?
See, this is the thing. Maybe we have more in common than we thought. Maybe this is the horseshoe theory. It's like you go so far down the progressive trans pipeline that you're back to the KKK. You're like, how dare a black man try and come around me, boy? Right? Maybe.
Horseshoe theory, yeah.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am. Right beforehand, you fucking said sir. Sir?
Says it again. That poor employee is like, listen, your penis is showing, okay? Your raging boner is showing because of your male aggression. Your stereotypical male aggression from all that testosterone flowing through your veins.
Yeah.
Sir.
Ma'am, your testicles are hanging out.
Yeah. What do you want me to say, bro? Dude? What's up, dog? Yeah, no, that poor employee too. I forgot it. This video is like years old, but that poor employee is just like, this woman is twice my size and yelling at me. This is scary. Almost like this is a man coming at me right now.
Has a deeper voice and a bigger Adam's apple than I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is like just like your normal like nerd GameStop employees. Like, I'm really sorry that instinctually, when confronted with a male person, I said sir respectfully. Like, even if I called a real woman sir, they'd be like, oops. But that male aggression kicks in, and it's like, all right, sod's gone. That's a man, baby.
Call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir. I apologize. Mother.
The general public is never going to accept this.
Now, I don't know about that. I don't think, honestly, the general public doesn't care, okay? That they're never going to pay attention. They're never going to pay attention to stuff like that. Anything that goes against their worldview gets slowly pushed to the side. And see, now I'm messed up in my head from watching Candace. It's compartmentalize. But how did she say it? Compartmentalize? Right? How did she say it? But see, now I can't even talk anymore. It's over, dude. Too much Candace Owens. That's what that does to the brain.
I struggle to say it wrong that much.
Compartmentalize, but it was compartmentalize. However it was. Anyways, the liberal hive mind cannot comprehend this. Multiracial white supremacy death squad. Yeah, that's what's roving the streets right now. This is the current face.
That's
the
our
current
Discord.
face of white supremacy. Yes, very, very much so. And it's a little too ghetto in there at times. Okay, a little too ghetto.
Funny, but
yeah. All right. You know what else is funny? All right. Smells Angels. All
Oh,
right. Smells Angels. Now I stole that from the Discord, of course, because I couldn't think of a joke that good on the fly. Smells Angels. What a wacky story. What a wacky story. So this is from FBI Sacramento. Today, the founder of the checks notes Punjabi Devils Motorcycle Club, a Stockton-based outlaw motorcycle gang associated with the Smells Angels, pleaded guilty to unlawfully dealing firearms and possessing a machine gun following a multi-agency investigation. And you can see all the very, very ethnic coded. All right, let me screenshot this and see if I can blow this up. Okay, because this is a very ethnic photo of firearms. Okay, we're gonna sample the wares, so to speak. Curry in a hurry, sons of Curry. Good. Let me see here though. You're gonna love this photo. Now, okay. Real talk though. I feel like this is almost cultural appropriation in a way, right? Because what I'm about to show you is just like obviously they're trying to fit in with a certain crowd. Okay, this isn't you, Punjabi Hells Angels. All right, let's start from the top and go left to right. So we have ARP with a foamy buffer tube with an A2 grip. I haven't seen one of those in ages, dude. We got an
I haven't
old.
watched a rap video lately.
I avoid the dealings of some of the ethnics online. We have another one this time with a Glock with the stendo. All right. We have what looks to be some P80 or dagger with a revolver. We have not one Draco, but two, even a mini. All right. One with the drum, the other with the stendo. Okay. Again, very ethnic coded. We have a regular AR. Oh, finally, regular AR with a Amazon, the SARS of Hindu Davidson, the SARS of anarchy. Ah, that's good. Mini and micro Draco, yes. But it has one of those Amazon special red dots on top. Moving back again, we have another ARP, this time with a pistol brace, all right? Don't be breaking no laws out there, Smells Angels. And then you got SARS of Liberty MC. Then you have another H1 Bikers. Damn, stop it. Too good. Jeets of Anarchy, Sons of Shiva. You have another Amazon special red dot on there. You got a couple Glocks, maybe a Ruger Security 9. And then on the bottom here, though, not only do you have a Bear Creek Arsenal, I recognize that. That is a Bear Creek Arsenal 10.5, no muzzle device, stainless steel barrel, a bipod foregrip combo with a pistol brace on it, and then a couple other just assorted nonsense guns.
That's the worst bipod foregrip of all, too. It's not even the one that was halfway decent that they were running around with in Iraq in 2004.
So, I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure that these guys, like, this should be cultural appropriation, okay? You're brown, you're not black, all right? You gotta make some sort of distinctions in your weapons, right? In your arsenal, okay? You gotta be different. You can't just be copying the next gang down the road. You gotta be special, okay? So I feel like black gangs should be very upset at these the Punjabi Devils, the Handjobby Devils, for encroaching on their territory, for repping their style. Stole his whole flow, beat for beat. The Cows Angels, good. The Pat should be a foot in some food. Jeter Psycho Curry Davidson. All right. Smells Angels. Yep. Yeah. Oh, which one did Danka say? I gotta go back. See, I'm trying not to miss any of them because they're too good. You guys are too creative. Which one did Danka say? Bones of Scamarchy.
Yeah.
They had a mobile call center in an RV, and then they had the bikes just outside. That's actually funny. Bones of Scamarchy. All right. Well, speaking of scams, ladies and gents, we have something wacky this way comes. All right. we've talked about these guys before many, many times. They continue to get sillier and sillier, wackier and wackier. But I think I just got to let this play for you guys. Okay. I don't think there's any other way to do this other than to just let it play for you guys and let you, experience this for yourself. Richard, have you seen this, Richard?
I have not.
Okay, perfect. All right. Now you are going to be my window into the audience watching this for the first time. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Here we go. You're not going to believe what this is. I got to be a little careful here.
Oh. Is this the... Are they back? Oh.
Yeah, so this is a Valley OG Bible ad. Yeah. Yeah, that's very interesting. Wow.
No.
That's wild, dude. No, this is real. This guy, he shot this, he edited this, he posted it to his Instagram, and he was like, this is a banger. Here we go. Fear porn, spitting on a Bible to sell scripture to tactibros. Huh. So listen, all right. And he spurred out at me in my DMs because I posted this to my story, which we'll get into in just a second. Ever been close to your last breath, and the first thing you did was start praying or reach for your Bible and question your salvation, thinking whether or not you'd make it on the right side of eternity? Not a good feeling. Read the word, grow your relationship with Christ, obey his commandments, become reborn by the grace of his blood that was shed for us all, repent. Now that statement on its own, not bad, okay? That's a fine little bit of evangelism. As a Christian, that's part of your job. Nothing wrong with that statement in isolation for the most part, okay? You know, this obviously pushing towards buying his Bible specifically, which we'll get into here. But yeah, the whole like theatrical spitting on a Bible while pretending to be shot and spitting blood as an ad, this may be the weirdest Bible ad of all time. And now we've covered Valley OG before because he's used very silly marketing tactics in the past, but this one beats them all. It tops them all, okay? And he was getting absolutely discombobulated in the comment section. Very unhappy with the response, so much so that, as you can see, the comments on this post are limited. So I wanted to leave a comment, but wisely, Valley OG did not allow me to do so, okay? You would not have been the big happy, as they say. Because this is, not only is it weird just as a Christian in general, spitting on a Bible, fake blood, like it's just weird. Like it's not something I would ever recommend someone do. Like I would just say that's a bad idea on its face, full stop, right there. But then like the pretend like you're about to die, you're about to bleed out, you reach for your $90 field Bible with a camo pattern on it, and it's like, really? This is the weird tactic bro fantasy that like Dirty Civilian has pushed and a few of these other guys, where it's like, oh, you got to have the clothes and the accessories and it's a fashion statement on top of being, you know, totally based in trad, dog. It's totally based in trad to be buying Instagram ads for camo Bibles, right? Sure, very how many Bibles were to face in the filming of this ad? At least one, which is like weird. Like you couldn't pay me money to spit on a Bible. Like it wouldn't be a thing that I would even be comfortable with, even if it's, you know, it's not, you know, we don't worship the material, but it just wouldn't be something that I would ever be comfortable with doing just on its face, let alone using this for like fear porn advertising. Like you're about to bleed out. You need to have your scripture right next to you so that you can get saved as you're bleeding out, when I feel like that's a very bad gambling strategy. Granny for cringe goes to, yeah, Valley OG. Let me go through some of the comments, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit about our conversation behind the scenes. So you guys are really something, living a whole different world of comfort and peace, but still dreaming up scenarios where you're suffering to the point you start performing it yourselves. Very performative. This goes hard. This goes hard. All right, I don't want to figure eternity out on the edge of it. Living with life with Christ, this is the best way to live. Yeah. So I mean, he limited the post where it's only people who are
the account of the guy who really thought this was a good thing.
No, I'm fine. Visceral, heavy. Oh no. So I mean, yeah, this is why he limited the comments, because of course they were not very kind to him. Now, and all I posted to my story, which I thought was pretty mild, okay? Comments limited, tables flipped. Actually, let me go to Task Force Tater while he's here, because he also thought this was very funny, and I agree with him. This is cringe. I actually learned from it from Task Force Tater, which is where I steal a lot. I steal a lot of my memes from Task Force Tater. Not gonna lie, okay. But then let's see, throwing fake blood on a Bible for an Instagram ad. Gotta be Jewish, LMAO. Yeah, it's just weird, okay? It's just weird, all right? And again, and he knows he's wrong. He knows he's cringe, okay? Comments limited, tables flipped. And he took great offense to this. Great offense. Let me read off a little bit. I'm not going to go through all of it because we had a big back and forth. But he was so ticked off by that. I gotta keep scrolling. He was like, "How do you walk so freely with all that hate stored up in your heart?" Aw, Valley OG, did I get you? Oh no, and I just responded, "I love what I do." And I do, because this is nonsensical. And it's funny that I just read John 2 last night as part of my normal reading, which is, of course, the famous passage where Jesus forms a whip and uses it to take out the people merchandising in his church, as it is called, the money changers, the money lenders, all the other for-profit industries going on in there. And there's certainly other industries you could call out, not just Valley OG for being cringe, right? But I would just say call them all out for being cringe. So yeah, not a good look, bro. Especially, and here's another problem with it, okay? So you're giving this guy $90, $100, whatever it is, for a camo patterned Bible, which you can get other places basically for free, if not free, if you're willing to look around a little bit. We've talked about them before, but Shepherd Defensive, they do belts and nylon and stuff like that. They also give away free Bibles. You can actually just get one for free from them, a full Bible from them. And I think you can get them in little camo patterns on the outside as well. Very nice of them. It's a great service that they offer. Actually, instead of having this retard on my page, let me go ahead and go to Shepherd Defensive. And let me see if they still offer that service. Last time I checked, they did. But let me make sure that is still going. Store. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Field Bibles. Oh, they do. Sweet. Excellent. I can share this page. So Field Bibles, choose an option, multicam, New Testament. So you can get a free one. You can literally get a free one. Literally free right now. That's the grift on Shepherd Defensive. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the live chat for everybody. If you want a free Bible, if you want to do a little bit of light reading, if you want to peruse the Word of God, which I would recommend you all do, of course, you can get one for free. And you can get it even in a camo pattern that suits your fancy for free. Or you could go to Valley OG and you could fund his lifestyle. You could do that. You could make sure he has money to do with the things that he wants to do on the weekends and the people he hangs out with. You could totally do that. You could totally use that money to, support somebody else's degenerate lifestyle. You could do that if you wanted to.
I might still have the image from the last thumbnail that I had to create of this guy, his fetish with the girl with the blue hair and the gimp suit.
Yeah, we did talk about that, but that's also because that girl was she did some social media work for Orion Training Division, OTG, right? And she was the blue-haired gimp suit girl that, and it's always these like Tactibro with the Christ like tacked onto the side, and then you open the box and it's like, oh, you look inside degeneracy. It's like, of course it is. Of course it is. It's like, what just happened today was it some Catholic chick who got her I forget her name, an e-girl of some sort. But she got her wedding vows blessed by the Pope himself, only to find out that she was having an affair with Elijah Schaefer, like for like a year while he was married, and then gets engaged and gets blessed by the Pope. It's like, yeah, just there's no such thing as a traditional girl online, because a traditional girl is not online. There's no such thing as a conservative girl online, because conservative girls aren't online. Just not a thing. So
I wonder if that's why
Sarah Stock
left.
Sarah stonk to a tragic. All right, tragic. But yeah, once again, we just for some reason, every couple months, it gets cringier and cringier. So now, actually, this is the question: where does it go from here? All right, how do we get more cringe than this? Right? How do we get even sillier than this? What's the next ad? If we're not spitting on the Bible with fake blood performatively while pretending to bleed out, like what's next?
The next cringe marketing tactic will be blank pages in the back that they can then rip out and use for rolling papers, and he's going to market it using Dracos, and there may even be some choice music in the background, and if he's really, really good with it, there will of course be hallway birds, and they will use the blank pages to roll big fat ones. That's what the next marketing ad will be.
Oh yeah, I wonder, Christian, did you see that? I don't know if you follow Elijah Schaefer or Sarah Stock, but no, she literally just I don't want to pull it up right now, but she literally had her marriage vows blessed by the Pope, like not too long ago, and then womp womp, you were cheating the whole time. Wow. Like that will, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. This ain't gonna look good on Judgment Day. All right. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. This ain't gonna look good. That EDP meme where he's like, what's this? Huh? What's this? Huh? Yeah. Which is ironic considering EDP, of course. But yeah. Anyways, moral of the story, go over to Shepherd Defensive. Support them instead. You can go get a Bible of your choice for free. And that's way cooler. Or you could even donate money that, let's see. If you donate, they put that money back into giving more Bibles to more people. So you could donate to that, instead of funding somebody's degenerate lifestyle, right? It's like if I bought a Bible from Grand Thumb, I know where that profit's going, right? I don't like that. I don't know about that one, dog. Yeah, it's like the hooker on the corner selling me Bibles. I'm like, thank you for spreading the word, but unfortunately, you're spreading some other stuff that we would prefer you not to. So, I just do Shepherd Defensive instead. All right. So let's see here. More silliness. The madness continues. Listen, all right. Anna Kasparian, okay? She goes blonde and instantly becomes 100% more Agarthan, all right? One of us, okay? One of us. It's slowly happening, okay? Will Stansel, he's next. Anna Kasparian on our team, okay? Anna Kasparian says, I've changed my stance on the death penalty for pedophiles. It should be public in the town square with the person hanged in front of the public. Mega base. Let's go. Yeah.
Chat saying I can fix her, but it looks like she's fixing herself.
What are you supposed to fix? Actually, Anna will fix you. That's how it's going to go. Anna will set you straight. Look at those eyes, okay? You ain't fixing that. She's fixing you one way or the other, okay?
She'll come out next week with blue contacts.
Yeah, silver hair. She went from generic lefty to Agarthan to Wigarthan very quickly. All right, which is the tragic, or not the tragic, sorry, that's the correct path for people. Tom Fo, hope you're doing well out there, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Wood, yeah. Rope is cheap and reusable, and gravity is free. Yeah, dude. Well, Anna Kasparian, thank you very much for that. We have a couple. Unfortunately, this is where we get into a couple little Epstein updates, all of them bad for the most part. So as of yesterday, they started actively removing mentions of the Rothschilds in the Epstein files for, reasons. Maybe they, shouldn't have let that one slip through. That makes us look bad. The Rothschilds didn't like that one in the little green Fallout text. The Rothschilds did not like that. So we started at 12,073 results for the term Rothschild. Then later it was 11,912. And a couple of hours after that, we're down to 11,860. Has anyone saved the entire batch immediately after release? And there was somebody else in the Discord who checked this as well to confirm. But yes, the total amount of searches or terms that pull up for Rothschilds are dwindling. So they are cutting some things and removing them from public access. Although, of course, I imagine a plethora of autists online have them saved locally, which is exactly where you should have them saved so that the incompetent retards at the FBI cannot take them from you. But I wonder, why would they do that? Why would they do that? It's almost like there's been this shift, if you've seen it publicly, to manufacture this tie between Epstein and the bad guy. Like Putin is kind of like the modern Uncle A, right? Because he's the scapegoat. You just throw everything bad in the world. Well, it's actually Putin's fault, right? And Putin's not our guy, to be clear. But I'm just saying, like, they're using him as he's the scary bad guy over there. Throw everything bad onto him. If North Korea was more competent or technologically savvy, they probably would say the same thing about Kim Jong-un, all right? But yeah, emails reveal new theory about who Jeffrey Epstein was really working for, New York Post, ... Note, Epstein files have many evidence linking him to high-profile Israeli officials, other than his accomplice, daughter of Mossad agent Robert Maxwell. He also referred to himself as a Jew and non-Jews as Goyim. Moreover, he traveled to Israel in 2005 during his trial, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so whatever they can manufacture to try and deflect, it's a little not working, okay? I don't think people are falling for that one quite yet. Let me see if I can pull this one up. So I think there's another one that I have saved here. Yeah, I mean, they're just lying, right? They're just trying to hide, to obfuscate in any way that they can. Okay, here we go. All right. Now,
not happening.
Once again, all right, it happened again. Every day, every week, there is a new honeypot whistleblower report from Mr. O'Keefe. All right. James O'Keefe just got an FBI official who does investigations saying no one will be held accountable for the Minnesota fraud exposed. He says nobody will be arrested, nobody will go to prison, and he says it's intentional. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how these retards keep getting hired. Like, first the Secret Service, now more FBI agents. Like, his honeypots have to be top tier dime pieces. Like, I don't know where he finds them. I don't know how it's possible. Or like he just finds the simpiest of simp retard agents on the planet. But somehow it just keeps happening over and over and over again. Now, that being said, though, I feel like this girl that I'm about to show you, okay, if she showed up, on a date and asked you some questions, I feel like a lot of you guys out in the chat would fold pretty quickly, all right? If Amelia shows up on your doorstep, cigarette, I feel like some of you guys are folding almost instantly for the slightly racist goth baddie, okay? I feel like
Jake's
some of you guys...
for the one in the front.
I just love this image that I made. Lighting the cigarette off of her burning weave. Very fun. But I feel like you guys would fold pretty much instantly, okay? So maybe a little bit of kindness for this retard, but not much, okay? Not much. That's why we promote not simping around here. Not simping.
He's like a diva. Is that true? 110% he's a diva. Are you serious? 110%. He's lazy as hell. He's not good at his job.
Well, hey, thank you for that. We all knew that, bro. Wild. Just like one sip into a mimosa and he's like, dude, I'm folding. This is so funny, dude. You're so right. Maybe they just find the gay ones. Maybe that's what they do.
He's like a diva. Is that true? 110% he's a diva. Are you serious? 110%. He's lazy as hell. He's not good at his job.
I've said that if arrests do not happen, if people are not held to account, then we'll have no choice but to investigate the investigators themselves.
I am a security specialist at the FBI, so I do.
Hey, can you look into my lapel right here and tell me your name, rank, date of birth, please? It's not odd, dear. I just need this, okay? It really turned me on when you give me all of your information and the little digits on the back of your credit card. I need those too, okay, dear? All right.
Background checks, investigations, that type of stuff. I've been working there for 5 years now.
On hidden camera, this FBI security specialist tells us the quiet part out loud.
So you don't think there's going to be any like major arrests, like with Patel or the FBI? No. Also, I don't think anybody would ever go to prison.
Now, thanks to the brave work of citizen journalists like Nick Shirley, Americans were able to see what actually happened.
Maybe they're like Indian chicks, and so they have like a camera imprinted into that dot, right? And that's how they do it. Maybe, okay. I'm just brainstorming here. I don't know how James does it. He's never going to reveal his sources, okay? But I'm just saying, maybe it's possible.
Happens in Minnesota outside these.
Okay, listen, all right. Not only are women not real, but if you see one in public, it's a federal agent, okay? And as a federal agent himself, he should know this. Unbelievable.
Daycare centers.
Do you think they're going to arrest the people, like, that are dealing with the daycare stuff? I think by the time that case is done, even being, like, looked at and ready to go to court, Trump won't even be in office anymore. Like, they would most like.
Bro, it's 2026. We have 2 full years, basically, just under 2 full years of Trump. Like, listen, guys. I saw today that they had upped the ICE incentives to 60K. 60K, you know, in terms of incentives for signing up, all right? 60K sign up bonus, plus like 90K guaranteed as your base salary. And some people's probably going to be higher depending on your specialty. 60K sign up bonus, all right? The FBI, not so much. Not so much. It's just James O'Keefe in drag the whole time. I mean, maybe for the gay ones, he takes one for the team, you know, and he just shows up in drag.
Have you seen those where like he is the bait on the gay? It's funny. It's funny because like he's interviewing with a guy and like he's got the hidden camera, and this guy's going off about this mole, James O'Keefe, and how he's such a big a piece of his shit. And it's so funny.
I have seen that one. Okay, yes,
and
I
then
have
he
seen
takes
that
the glasses off and he's like, "I'm James O'Keefe," and the guy's like, "Oh no!" and he just starts running. And the gay run is hilarious.
Speaking of gay running, did you see Dave Portnoy did like a little running thing online, and it's the most Semitic run of all time. I'll have to see if I can find that.
Likely be thrown out very quickly. Fraud cases like that, like money stuff, years, literal years of time. They're gonna try and pin it on somebody. I think you're a badass. Thank you. Cheers.
James O'Keefe here reporting from Los Angeles, downtown in front of City Hall. They're having all the protests.
Man, that's how down.
Your mic.
Let me touch it. I'll fix it.
Don't touch it.
All right. All right. So that is the government capitalizing on the downturn in male-female relations, right? So men are so starved for female attention and they're so down bad because of how horrible society has ruined male-female relationships that then the government can take advantage of that by just sending in a girl who pretends to be nice, right? The most bare bones, like she compliments you. She's like minorly nice to you. She's flirty, and guys fold instantly because of how starved people are for that sort of thing, because it just doesn't happen organically anymore, I guess. So that's the real psyop, okay? The government is intentionally destroying male-female relations so that when there is a real one, they can take advantage of it. They can take advantage of you, all right? Makes the propaganda more effective.
against ICE. They're yelling quite loud. How are you? What's that? I am telling the truth. Yeah. She's
tragic.
Yelling at us. She's saying that we're telling lies. And over the last few months, I've said that if arrests do not happen, if people are not held to account, then we'll have no choice but to investigate the investigators themselves, investigate the prosecutors themselves at every level. We understand that incentives govern human behavior more than virtue does, and people are demanding that people be held accountable. People are reminding you that we're a nation of laws. But that only works if the people in government, if the people in power do the right thing. So now the question is, what will it take to get accountability and arrests? And we believe that what it will take is oversight, watching the watchman, or in Latin, custodiae ipsos custodes, who guards the guardsman. Where is the Department of Justice? Where is the federal government? And why aren't they doing their jobs? What is actually going on in the nation's capital? We decided to take a look. Now there's what they say on the record, and there's what they say when no one is looking. Our investigation led us to an FBI security specialist who, on hidden...
Screams, nerd. Sorry, bro, but you were built for the desk. What would SEAL Team 6-man say? You know, in another world, you'd be my concubine, something like that. He's got that twink physiognomy going.
He looks like a nerdier version of Cody.
Yeah.
Camera. This FBI security specialist tells us the quiet part out loud. And as I do this report, the protesters are filtering into Los Angeles, one of them yelling at me to stop lying. I question any of them to actually tell me what I am lying about. We literally see their lips moving in our undercover reports.
I am a security specialist at the FBI. I've been working there for 5 years now. I was under Biden first.
Now, when you watch this man is either a Biden holdover speaking out of turn, or he is telling the truth.
Lost Arrow, all 6'4" of Lost Arrow. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, dude. Yeah, you can feel the short man's pain. Tragic.
Describing a system that walks out investigations for years past the point where the president is in power. What this official inside the FBI says is very troubling and potentially revealing about how the Department of Justice actually operates. People are more honest when they don't know they're being recorded. And that's not all. This same FBI official we caught on tape admits that even under Kash Patel, there will be no arrests of people in the deep state in the near future. Not exactly surprising considering the lack of action we've seen so far.
Do you think, like, your job, like the FBI, do you think they're going to arrest the people, like, that are dealing with the daycare stuff?
The thing with those cases is that I think by the time that case is done, even being, like, looked at, being ready to go to court, Trump won't even be in office anymore.
Really?
Fraud cases like that, like money stuff,
yeah,
years, literal years of time.
You don't think the FBI would arrest them, even though Trump would be like, please arrest them?
I don't think so, because over and over and over again, it's been shown it doesn't work. It's not working. Also, I don't think anybody would ever go to prison. Like, they would most likely be thrown out very quickly.
Now, thanks to the...
See, but that's the thing, guys. We have to update, all right? We have to adjust. We have to adapt, improvise, overcome. We have to become the scammers, okay? That's what modern America has disgraced us all, okay? It's devolved us all. We've degraded into a society that just has to... We're no longer in a high-trust society, so instead of looking out for your fellow man, instead of, you know, doing the things that your ancestors did to build this great country and the West in general, we have to then just behave like these foreigners and animals that come in here and destroy wealth and destroy the sanctity of our country, and we have to behave like them to get ahead. Tragic.
Brave work of citizen journalists like Nick Shirley, Americans were able to see what actually happens in Minnesota outside these daycare centers. Now, according to this FBI official, he's saying that accountability and justice is not coming. Why? He says the FBI and the Department of Justice walk these investigations out. They actually might take years, literal years, like 5 years. And by that time, the executive branch of government shifts power, the pendulum swings, and the people are never held to account.
They're going to try and pin it on somebody and make it seem like a crime, like a very serious.
Actually, that's a good point, Task Force Tater. He does need to be like, if he gained 100 pounds and had brown hair, he would be like, what's his name? Tony from Toy Story 2? Yeah, literally the same guy.
Crime.
Hit it on somebody? Like,
hit it on one of those people who runs those daycares.
Oh.
They need somebody to take the fall.
Oh, okay.
And we're just gonna point somebody.
Do you know who that would be?
No idea.
But that's what they do though. They just pick someone and be like, "This is our guy," and everyone else can go free.
That sometimes happens. Yeah, charging somebody for anything financial.
Yeah.
For one person can take literally years. I've seen it. It can take years because you have to look at all the money, all the accounts, all the transactions, all the payments, everything. You have to look at everything.
Now, according to this FBI official, the plan isn't to dismantle the Minnesota daycare fraud, but to find a fall guy. He tells us the Bureau will pin it on somebody. Not the entire network, not who's behind it, not the people moving the money, but one daycare operator. So this man in the FBI, Justin Devine.
I love the people in the background like trying to disrupt the protesters. They just see James O'Keefe and there's little clown hawks.
A teacher now turned FBI, has been in his role at the FBI since 2021. Remember, that's the year the FBI raided our newsroom. And Justin has been in charge of these investigations, including human trafficking cases, background checks, and occasionally handling classified material for the FBI. There's always the irony of someone in the FBI who handles classified information speaking out of turn, talking to total strangers.
I was under Biden first.
Oh yeah, what was that? Was it different? No.
Way different. Everything was better.
Really? Yeah.
Everything just felt better. People were happier. My real boss is Cash Patel. Hey, he's all right. He's short though.
Yeah.
He's real short. He's like.
Hey, will you watch it, bud? Short people are human too. Not Cash Patel, but short people in general are human too. Okay.
Short lives
watch
matter.
It, bud. Short lives matter, dog.
I hear he's like a diva. Is that true?
110% he's a diva.
Are you serious?
110%.
My dad is a Trump supporter.
Right?
And he really seems to like this bonding.
I met her another time for another thing I was doing. There's a bunch of stuff at DOJ at the Department of Justice building that we needed to get and bring it back to our office.
Okay.
So she works there.
Oh, what were you bringing back?
Hard drives and computers and all
that. Oh, for a case?
Yes, for a huge case.
Really?
Yeah.
But like, what case were you working on?
This was a human trafficking case.
Oh my.
Wait, is this Simpy retard? Was he one of the guys like handling like Epstein hard drives, or is this just like normal trafficking stuff? Because I don't know if it was heading to Pam Bondi, it was on her desk at one point or another, right? Is this the retard we have in charge of things at the FBI? Really? I mean, listen, I've already lost all faith in our justice system, in our criminal system, in our investigatory system. So, I mean, it's just kind of par for the course at this point in time. But damn, everything undone by just a couple simpy retards, That's why people like this, this is the real face of bureaucracy, right? The middlemen who never leave, who are there from one administration to the next. They have their own wants and desires and wills that they meagerly enact upon the world around them, right? And they just kind of gum up the system, right? This is a cog in the machine, part of the machine that doesn't matter who's in power. You have retards in the middle like this that just muck everything up, right? Need to purge, okay? If somebody else comes into power, there needs to be a purge of these people in Minecraft, okay? And we just replace them all, okay? The great replacement theory, but based, okay? I'm sorry, Simpy Federal Agent, you will no longer be allowed to perform your job. Actually, honestly, Moon Man, you need to get rid of this guy. Come on, do your job, Fed. Snap, snap.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that case is not closed yet.
Dang, where did that happen?
Here?
DC?
DC, yeah.
DC?
Yeah.
Trafficking?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I met one of the victims.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
Young girl, like a 19-year-old, 18-year-old.
this is what's weird about this is I'm kind of getting the same vibe, Everyday American. He's like, why are you still asking about this? You're asking really specific questions. Is he like realizing? Is he like, oh, this is weird? Is he trying to be coy about it? You know, this is the thing, right? As his senses are being, the hairs on the back of his neck are getting raised up, right? He's like, oh, this is a little strange. This is a little weird. And then at the same time, he's like, but she's kind of cute though. So maybe if I trade some secrets for a little bit of poon, like maybe that's worth it. You know, maybe it'll work out. So listen, I'm a 35-year-old FBI agent who's 5'9" and, hasn't had a raise in 2 years. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know, it's horrible. She was, yeah, no, it was horrible.
How did that trafficking happen?
Well,
where they came from?
Eastern Europe.
Now, for reference, Justin Devine clearly showcases he is not a fan of the current leadership and Kash Patel at the FBI. He's not a fan of his boss. We're sure there's many more like him inside the Bureau, but rarely do you see them on tape like this.
So essentially, Kash Patel's kind of lazy.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
He's lazy as hell. But I
like him?
He's not good at this job. I'm just a normal employee, and even I'm like, you're not good at this, man. You shouldn't be doing this.
Really?
He just wasn't ready.
Really?
No.
What was Kash Patel's background before he became head of the FBI? Was it just like generic brown? Like if I look up his interview, is it all like, or not his interview, his resume, is it like oily and grease stained and it's like X to 2024 brown? Graduated from Brown University. Like, does he have actual credentials?
We should look it up, but I think he was all within the campaign, and that was it. Like,
he's literally a Trump guy, like a hanger-on. A lawyer. Really? Okay. All right. So, federal public defender till 2017. This guy was a public defender in 2017. Yeah, Trump guy. He was on the National Security Council in 2019, so under Trump. Okay. So after post-Trump's first win, I see it. I'm not going to look at it. I see it in the chat. I'm just not going to look at it. I'm going to pretend it's not real. Says, after Trump left office in January 2020, leveraged his association with Trump to promote several business ventures and made recurring appearances on several podcasts. In April of 2022, he was named to the board of Trump Media and Technology Group. Also that year, he published a children's book about the Steele dossier. All right, fair enough. Right. So literally nothing. Literally who? He was a public defender. His last real job was a public defender in 2017, Kash Patel. All right.
I just don't think he's smart enough to do it. Being the director is like you are the face of the whole organization. You're going to be out in public all the time.
Yes.
And he is just so bad at doing that.
No way.
That it kind of ruins our whole reputation.
Devine goes further. On hidden camera, this FBI official flatly states that the Bureau will not arrest any so-called deep staters that President Trump says he wants to go after. Devine also says that judges will continue to throw out any cases brought to them regarding these so-called deep state officials. He says Trump's word, quote, isn't the end-all be-all.
So I keep hearing that Trump wants to arrest his enemies. Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think the FBI...
Well, dude, the girl's doing her job, right? I don't know if she's like an actress or she's just like random hot chick number 416 that's in his phone book for some reason, right? Very possible that it's just like James O'Keefe just has a book of hot chicks for some reason that are like willing to do this sort of thing. And where do you find girls like this? It's like, hey, I need you to go undercover to date this guy, like some of these relatively powerful people, and you're gonna like feed you know, feed him lines and get information out of him. Like, how do you actually do that? Like, who has access to this sort of women, these sort of women? How do you train them? Where do you find them? Right?
I will arrest. No. You don't think so?
He tried already.
He tried already?
He tried to arrest James Comey.
Okay.
Who's the former director of the FBI. Wait, like old director of the FBI?
Yeah.
I tried to arrest him, and then he went to trial, and literally the judge said no. Just threw it out.
So
oh, actually, that's a good. Yeah. A Mormon breeding cult, and they literally breed these chicks to be like the Bene Gesserit from Dune, and their whole job is to infiltrate certain bloodlines and do what's best for the big Mormon, okay, for the big cult. You're on to something here, Anonymous. Yeah, no, I think you've cracked it. I think these are literal Mormon plants, Mormon assets, all right, that are infiltrating the bloodlines of all of the powerful families in America to control the future.
I don't think there's going to be any like major arrests, like with Cash Patel or the FBI in the near future. Okay, so like Trump, like if he.
I did, Moon Man. I saw it. I will get to it. As promised, our deal will be upheld. You monster. Amoko, you monster. I blame Amoko, honestly. Amoko goaded you into it. I watched the chat. So when I find Amoko, I find peace internally. But we only have a couple minutes of this. We're going to finish this out, and then we'll get to the game.
I'm going to tell you guys to arrest these people in 2026. Would it have to be done?
No. He doesn't. His word is not end all be all.
So the FBI official here describes how the FBI will essentially walk out the Minnesota fraud scheme until President Trump leaves office. Why does it take an FBI security specialist randomly talking to one of our undercover people for us to get the truth out of the administration? Why isn't the FBI saying it publicly behind the podium in Washington, D.C., as the American people demand accountability? What about the deep state arrests that were part of Trump's agenda? What we heard from this FBI official is the plan for accountability is essentially no.
Technically, everyday American, it would be $500. It would be $500 to not play, because then you would have the next tier up, and you would get to say what we do for an hour, what game we play for an hour. So no game would be $500.
Plan.
You know that's
walking out the.
What's up?
That that's not going to happen. Moonman will just say and then he'll do it again.
No, he better.
So it's
no. I would feel terrible if I did not arrange, because the point is to make me miserable, right? That's the fun of it. You get to watch me do something and make me uncomfortable for an hour, right? It's fun, right? I get it. I understand the game.
Fraud, judges throwing out the cases, and what that means for Americans is that they will not be getting the arrests and the accountability that they're looking for. Also, I want to reiterate that up to this point at O'Keefe Media and Citizen Journalism Foundation, this is the seventh FBI DOJ official we have done an investigation on the last year. There's been Jamie Menina, Joseph Schnitt, Glenn Prager, Michelle Rosas, Ramita San, Justin Devine. We even did a video regarding Attorney General Pam Bondi talking about the Epstein videos. The American people will apparently now only get the unfiltered truth when a recording is given to me by a citizen journalist. The FBI and the DOJ have got to do better. And if you have information on the inside, you know who to call, not Ghostbusters, not the New York Times. That's to call James O'Keefe on his signal number. Here's the number right here. And you can reach out to us at tips@o'keefemediagroup.com. You know that. People.
Well, thank you, James O'Keefe, for another elucidating episode into how incompetent, corrupt, and retarded the FBI is. Thank you very much. We had a couple other little stories to get to. I was hoping it was going to be a shorter stream tonight. So far, it would be Groza. Groza is the favorite character. But I'm going to get to all your guys' super chats first, because I feel like that's very fair. Excuse me, as I try to raise my chair. I'm not so short in the camera. Sabardic Psycho for 5 says whales put an actual whale in public office. What is this? A wildlife sanctuary? True. Oh, do I have the clip pulled up, or did I take it down? Oh no, I have it right here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, real life whale. A whale in Wales that's not Welsh. Thank you, Sabardic. Amrite Boy for 2 says Leighton Gayer than MLK in an all men's meeting. Wow. Thank you, Amrite Boy. Cody Fisher for $20. Hey, I have something for you. Where did it go? Where did I put the new one? I have too many memes and I have lost it. There it is.
Hey, Patrick, do you think Squidward was trying to tell us something?
Thank you, Cody. Cody says, the lizard stole some of my skin and I want it back. God bless. I'll just be listening tonight. Logan, stop gooning to the horse games. That's right, Logan. Well, I think Logan has unfortunately found a new fascination with another type of game. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. God bless her. Josh for 5 says, you can't talk to me like that. I'm classy like that. Josh likes it when you talk dirty to him, though, and kind of turns him on a little bit. He's probably blushing right now hearing that. That's right. Huge ass for $20. Says, won't be able to stay for the stream. Here's a Jackson for you, Richard. Tito Pair. Thank you much. Appreciate it. Thank you, huge ass. Very generous of you. Logan sucks at shooting for 4. Says it was 400 for the next game, right? That's called foreshadowing. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate it, sir. Lightspore for 2 says, unironically, he probably has good training when it comes to the guy that Troy hired. Yeah. Probably real life experience. What experience again? Logan for 2 says Hijabba the Hutt. Yes, indeed. Vandalay, member for 7 months, says, how much to get that Halo stream? I'll do the Halo stream for free. All right, I'll do the Halo stream for free. How about that? Maybe on Saturday, because I can't stream Friday because I have work to do on Friday. Amrite Boy for 2 says, Welch woman sub-Saharan tank build. Yeah, if that was in Girls Frontline 2, that would be a tank. Or the Blob or something. Thank you, Amrite Boy. CM Scar for 5 says, feeling pretty down and sad after reading the Epstein files, so buying a new PCC to try and lift me up. God bless, Jesus is king. Indeed. Now, I get that being down and depressed of reading about how depraved and evil your leaders are, but at the same time, why would you buy a PCC to help to like make you feel better? I feel like that would not help the situation. You know, that's a whole rabbit hole in and of itself. And I say that as somebody who shoots a PCC every week. Yeah. But no, I hope you're feeling better, and let us know if you need any help out there. Let me post that Discord link again for you degenerates. We have a new AIDS filtering process that should help fix some of the issues. Vandalay for 2 says, Troy is Turkish based on the name. Well, I mean, his last name. I don't know the origins of Troy as a last name, but yeah. Thank you, Vandalay. I think some of the rails are really nice. Lightsport for 2 says, breaking news, Chimp is still chimping out. You know, that do be happening. That do happen a lot. Tondox for 2 says, Book of Candace and Colin Noir reminiscent streams. Yeah, maybe her and Colin can reminisce it over all the stuff. It's very reminiscent of something. Candace Owens equals Oswald Bates. Maybe. I don't even get that reference, Sean. I went over my head. I'm a short man, so it's pretty easy to go over my head. Thank you, Sean. Rad's Arms for 5 says, I don't like this new trend of you dress like a public defender each stream. Listen, a public defender from 2017 is the leader of the FBI, okay? I'm not dressing for the job I have. I'm dressing for the job I want, because I think if I were put in charge of the FBI, I could do incredibly funny things. Very, very funny things could be done. Thank you, Rads. Appreciate it, sir. Hope you're having a good night out there. Vandalay says, worse phonetics than Trench. Yeah, but Trench has a biological issue, right? Candace is just retarded. Thank you, Vandalay. Glock my Glock face. Glocky McGlock face. For 2 says, where's her real hair? Candace has many hairs. The many hairs of Candace Owens. All right. The many hairs. Candace.
England causes this whole race kerfluffle. Now we've got
kerfuffle. What? Excuse me. What is kerfuffle from 500? Thank you, Glocky McGlockface. I appreciate it. Glocky McGlockface, is she black or Jewish? Yes. No, she's just black. Just black. Glocky McGlockface for another 2 says she's deaf parties with Reed Knight in Vegas. Those parties get out of hand. Let me tell you something. Amrite Boy for 2 says they hate the nibs more than themselves. Dude, There, the horseshoe theory between trannies and alt-right individuals is a wild timeline. The memes will be epic. Thank you, Emery Boy. Lena Mitchellix North Starfish for 2 says thoughts on the new Basecamp digital night vision video. Yeah, I mean, I watched the first minute, so I didn't finish it. I watched the first minute of it, and I haven't actually gotten to the real meat of the matter yet. However, I am also relatively impressed with some of the digital night vision units that I've tested of late. I did some marketing work for a company just testing out and filming one of their units. I didn't have to do a review or anything, which was really nice. So I just got to like play around with it. Some of the new stuff is not bad. All right. Like even compared to like some Gen 3 units, they still have quirks and they're not perfect by any means. Of course. Don't let anybody fool you. But very interesting tech, and it's only gonna get better. So thank you, Lena Mitchellix. North Starfish. Zanico for 5 says, I'm late and gay. Actually, wait. Lucas, save us.
Gay.
Thank you, Zanico. Lightspore for 2 says, I make the same noises when I finish. Whoa. What are we talking about here? What was that in reference? Oh, the coughing up blood. That's wacky. Joe for $10. Thank you very much, sir. Says, what's up, Mr. F Drip? Focus Drip. Okay, that's good. I go to walk my dogs. Dog ran off. Be up till SOB comes back. Richard's the boss. You're pretty cool too. FYI, Finn found RD vids. Dude, sharpen the thin in the suit VS 2 months ago, bro. Found RD vids. If that's a reference to me sharpen thin in the suit, just like losing weight in general, yeah. Should be good. Doing lots of cardio, okay? On and off the treadmill. Lightsport for 2 says Logan makes the same noises on Uma Musume. Yeah, he's probably streaming it right now. If I'm honest, he's probably streaming it right now. Oh, damn it. This is good, Logan. Stop it. Stop it. This is actually me right now. And I would be upset if it didn't pay so well. But this is actually me right now. Thank you, Lightsport. Chips Double for 5 says, seems a bit attention-seeking and performative. Spitting blood on a Bible and people eat this up? Yeah, performative is the word, right? It's it's grifting in a way because your lifestyle doesn't match what you're selling. It's performative and fear porny because you're like, your guys are about to die and you got to make sure you're right with God, right? So buy my Bible right now, okay? Listen up. Special time after the sermon, you come up and talk to me, you get one of my autographed Bibles, all right? Hell is here with us now, and you better believe that you're going to the right place afterwards. Thank you, Chips Dubbo. Appreciate you. Lightsport for 2 says, Focus looks like Better Call Saul, insultingly. Damn it. Thank you, Lightsport. Chips Double for 10 says, son, you do not know my boy Big Jep like that. But also on a real note, I believe Russia became the 111th country to do the same thing after the Maldives a few months ago. Richard, what was the company or the country that just kicked out the Jewish ambassador?
South Africa.
Was it South Africa? That's the one. Cringe, but base at the same time. Moonman for 5 says, I join and chat is going to let short kings have the robot girlfriends. What is going on? Well, unfortunately, I see Logan is now playing Uma Musume. Unfortunately, I'm about to get the robot girlfriends. Everyday American for 10 says, anyway, did you guys see that Tesla is discontinuing 2 models of their lineup to manufacture the new Optimus robots? On an unrelated note, what's the best round for robot defense that you can get right now? M855. It's cheap and it's plentiful. I mean, it's just like a little bit better. I honestly don't think you need much. These things aren't going to be up armored for a while. You got like 2 years before they're up armored. Let me check that at Tesla. I'm going to verify that. Discontinuing models. Really? The S and the X are gone. Tesla's premium models will soon be a thing of the past. If you plan to buy a Tesla Model S or X, better hurry. These 2 models will be discontinued soon. As we shift to an autonomous future, the S and X production will wind down next quarter. Wow, great. That's wonderful. Thank you, Everyday American. What a wonderful thing to find out. Everyday American for 2 says, feels fake. He stared into the camera like 10 times. He had to know something was up, right? He had to figure something out. Thank you, Neon Creeps. Appreciate that. Moonman for 2 said, that's me right now, actually, as I'm forced to play this game in a second. Moonman for 2 says, even Graham, your wish is my command. Observe. Observe as you will. Glocky McGlockface for 2 says, O'Keefe needs to go undercover at Arrow. Yeah, figure out if they're actually still working or not. Spoiler alert, they're not. Moonman for $400.
Nigga!
Oh, shit, nigga!
Shut the fuck up, man.
Skibbity toilet Riz.
Emoko, our sweet boy, wants anime girls focus. Make it happen, you dancing monkey. Do it for the boys, John. Do it for the boys. Be thankful Logan doesn't get what he wants, and it's not Nikkei or Nike. I'm not. Logan, why are you in the chat defending the fact that you're not attracted to guys? It's little weird that you're defensive. Moonman, Emoko, this is your fault. This is your fault. But yes, we will play the girls' game. And everybody else will leave, and we'll have a wonderful time. Everyday American for 5 says he was a DEI hire to get those in the middle between Kamala and Trump. Oh, Kash Patel? Well, I know he's a DE hire, but what do you mean in the middle between Kamala and Trump? Like he's just retarded, so they're like, "I'll let him do his job. He's retarded." Logan for 2 says, "Moonman, we love you. What game is John playing now? I'm playing Girls Frontline 2, as far as I'm aware." Everyday American for 2 says, this chick is so unconvincing, instantly flaccid. Thank you, Everyday American. And Axogram for 5 says, I think the purpose of this undercover footage is to make it appear that Trump isn't an active participant in what's going on when he 100% is. Maybe it might have some disinformation element to it. I mean, it's also just really easy to believe that the FBI is incompetent and they're retarded, and intentionally so at the middle level, right? Because, I mean, they're not supposed to be doing anything, right? They're not supposed to be arresting these people. All these people know each other. They're all friends, right? They're all in a club and you're not in it. Well, maybe friends is the wrong word, but they're all on the same team. Thank you, Axogrind. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night out there, sir. Moonman for 2. The FBI has only existed for political reasons. Yeah, they've been a corrupt institution basically since its founding. Aaron for 2 says, Candace Owens is my Helen of Troy. Dude, you can have her. All right, you can have her. We have something better. All right, something more purpley, which in this case is better. Usually that's a bad sign, but for Amelia, we make an exception. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. Chips Dubbo for $25.
Say that shit again. Goofy ass nigga. Fuck you think this is? Ready?
Hang on a second. Let me.
That PFP I sent you, huh? Whoa. Damn. Okay. All right, Chips Dubbo. Thank you very much. Being a little wacky, being a little crazy there. Thank you, Chips. That's interesting PFP. Josh for 2 says the link doesn't work. Crying. Did the new one I put in there work?
So the problem is we are in restricted mode because of reasons.
Weekend Gunner says waiting on the next anime stream. It's literally right now. Moonman paid $400 for us to play GFL 2 for another hour. You're in luck. Perfect timing. Sorry, Josh. I tried to get you in the Discord. Amrai Boy for 2 says no one can. Yeah, maybe. Amrai Boy for 2 says no one can join Cord until restrictions drop off. It's still up, but it's under quarantine. Autism for 2 says PCCs are fun, John. Only hard stuck masters think not. Listen, I said I shoot PCC every week, okay? But if you're trying to get them to run properly, to shoot softly, like there's a lot of little things you got to do, okay? There's a lot of little nuances, it's not in some ways it's more finicky, or at least you have to do more to it to get it to shoot the way that you want and be reliable than like a generic AR, at least in my opinion, But I mean, no, I shoot PCCs a lot, okay? I think it's fun, but getting them to run and do what you want to do, that's the complicated part. Thank you, Autism. Although, again, with the name of Autism, I figure that's part of the enjoyment is messing around with it. Last one. Everyday American for 10 says, I miss the days where I could sit at church with a in my waistband and didn't have to hear about roided out vet bros claiming to follow Christ while disgracing the Bible. It's a weird vibe, right? Spitting on a Bible to sell the Bible. It's just a little weird, okay? Like, listen, I had to spit on the Bible to sell the Bible. You don't understand. And it's like, who is this to? To Tacta Bros? To Vet Bros? Like, who? Like, does this go hard if you're like a 75 IQ, like TBI dude? Like, is this who this is for? I guess. I mean, this is better than the like whore marketing, but it's like one step up from whore marketing.
Is it though?
Thank you, Everyday American. I think if you put this Bible with a you know, a gooner chick behind it, then I'd be like, that would be more obviously wrong, whereas this is wrong on like different levels, right? I would think the other one would be more obviously wrong. To the followers of Garantham, maybe. All right. Neon Creeps for 5 will run Ko-Fi says, Uma Musume is legit a great game. I just can't play in front of my wife or she'll leave me. What? Maybe that's saying more than it needs to right there, all right? It's a great game. I just can't play in front of, you know, children or my wife because it's just, you know, the sounds and the things that it makes me feel, okay? All right? You know, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's on you, bro. But all right. Well, so schedule for the rest of the week. Richard, there will not be a stream on Friday. We were going to cover a couple other things like the destruction of Virginia, the wackiest fucking thingamajig of all time, dude. Look at this. We got low poly. Oh my gosh, Instagram, please. We got low poly ACOGs made in China. Yay. We got in range and Forgotten Weapons having a little two-da. But the reason why I'm not streaming on Friday like I would usually is because I am driving down to Nebraska, about 3 hours away, to go hang out with the Zermatt dudes. And I'm going to be blowing through as many of their rounds of ammunition as I can, basically. So I'm going to go down there, shoot the new Waltz 9s. Joel Park will be there. So I'll get to, I think it'll be me and him and a couple of the other guys down there. And we're just going to be shooting guns all day. So I'm going to be down in Nebraska shooting guns all day. I won't be back till late. So no stream on Friday. Maybe we'll stream on Saturday to make up for it, and there will be a video coming out of the whole thing. So blowing was the wrong word, and I knew it as soon as I said it, that the phrasing I had to be very careful with my next few words there. All right. So bit of an oopsie, bit of an issue there. But yeah, I know. That's if you missed it, Miles Chang, that is Valley OG in their marketing. If you guys haven't seen this, for the guys just showing up. This is the ad.
This is the weirdest blood ritual I've ever seen.
Well, so J. Elgana says Joel described the trigger as feeling like a mouse click, and I can't get that. It is. It's legitimately 32 ounces, 2 pounds, plus or minus a little bit. And it feels like on my Logitech G502 or whatever mouse this is, that is exactly what it feels like. It's just like even in Ben's video today, if you watch Ben's video on his unboxing, he says it's too light for him. And so I told David at the Zermatt booth that he said it was like a 1911 or a 2011, and I said it was better. It's interesting. Yeah, Moonman, if you missed this is a ad for $90 field Bibles if you missed this. He had to open up his Bible to spit on it to then bleed out. His last act in life was desecrating the word of God. All right. But no, Moonman is actually true. That's a good point. He's not wrong about this one. You may not like it. You may think he's out of line, but he's not wrong. The anime girl game is less degenerate than that somehow. So Richard, you could go,
fun.
I guess.
Have fun, brother.
Yeah, have a good night. Oh my gosh. It's already starting. Have a good night, Richard. Appreciate you, sir. Let's see. Do I have to do the entire tab? No, I can do window. No, I do the entire screen. No? This one? All right. Can you guys hear this? Or no? Is there any audio coming through? Less degenerate. Wait until he sees Florus. The Great Exodus. True. No sound. Okay. Unfortunately, I can hear it. That's the problem. Listen, this is what happens when you pay $400. Now, next time, this all started off. I gotta say too, like this literally started out as a joke. Okay, I gotta take the headphones off because it's bugging me too much. But no, this literally started out as a joke. Okay, Logan. This is Logan's fault. So Logan is like, hey, John, in a private call, okay, we're just hanging out on Discord, and he's like, how much to get you to play Uma Musume on stream? And I just said, $200. Yeah, $200. That's fine. You know, it's like a joke. Nobody's going to pay $200 to watch me play a horse game on stream. Little did I know that Logan goes ahead and pays $200 for me to play a horse game on stream. Well, then I'm like, okay, well, I did what I said. Kept my end of the bargain. My bad. So then it just keeps going up in price. Well, $300. Well, guess what? And then Moonman donated $300 to play GFL 2. And then it's $400 now. And then Moonman donates $400. So the next time is going to be $500. And then after that, it's just going to keep going up $100 until it prices itself out of the market and we never have to play a game again. So I'm thinking it's never going to happen again. It shouldn't happen again. Nobody's retarded enough to dump $500 into something like this. Surely nobody is dumb enough to drop $500 the next time. Okay. Oh, wait, shoot. Did I do it again? I think I did it again. Share screen, entire screen, also system audio. There we go. Okay. So now you guys can hear it. Which is tragic because now I can hear it. What do we do? Oh, wait, 1 second. All right. Focus figured out the ultimate grift. True. Although I will say, if you're not familiar with this game, it is essentially chess with more steps, right? It's not particularly complex. So as far as like degenerate anime games go, it could be so much worse. It could be so much worse. I should double the price every time. So literally, like, this is chess, right? So you take your players, you have the map here, and then it's turn-based. That's the entire point of the game. That's all anime is degenerate. Yeah, it's XCOM with anime girls. True. Excuse me. And that's it. This is the whole game. You take turns doing the things. It's kind of funny in a weird way. See, and then come back here and the turn, blah blah. Right, the peak cider energy, tragic. Let's see, what do I have? Got 2 guys left. Easy. Oh my gosh, dude. Fine. Hello? Oh my gosh, come on. Yeah, that's the whole game. Boom. Right? And like, so what? All of the is Amoko still here? If Amoko left, while we're playing this game, unbelievable. All right, let me see. Lightsport says, I wish my wife wasn't working and I didn't have to watch this. Yeah, there's nothing else. There's nothing else going on. I'm sorry, bro. We're stuck here for now. I have to level up my commander so that I can progress in the story. Isn't this wonderful? This is great. Again, it's kind of a mind-numbing game because it's so simple. It's so non-complex, right? So, and it's a gacha game, right? So it's meant to keep you engaged the entire time, and you're collecting like little rewards, and it's like it's Goislop or it's bug game. It's bug game coded because it's like it's fun enough with like a tiny bit of strategy, and then it's all the little knickknacks and bells and whistles and other things to keep you engaged the entire time. Like that's really it. All right, what am I looking at? Nope. Yeah, and the girls get very annoying with how they speak as well, which gets old very quickly. That's tragic. Hello? What did she call me? Go. No, miserable. You have to unlock the other voice lines. What other voice lines? What do they do? Roasted. Okay, here we go. No. Sometimes the controls are a little unresponsive and I wish it would go a little faster, but De La Vie. Overburned. Just because it's funny. Sometimes, a little too much talking. I'd be much more comfortable if you would stop doing that, please. Oh my gosh, really? There we go. Easy enough. See Sam. I mean, listen, okay, they're robots, right? This isn't pornographic. It's horny. This is a perfect weeb slop. You sure about that? I had to eat and shower and come back to the stream and I see this. Yeah. Have you played Black Powder Red Earth? No, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never heard of that. Yep, we got this for a full hour. I have like 45 minutes left at least. All Battlefield Echoes have been unlocked. What does that mean? No idea. But we keep progressing. Oh, I know, dude. I know. It's gonna end at like 200 people in an hour, which is fine. You know, I hope people got the entertainment that they wanted, you know, for some of the stuff. Oh, a limit? I have a limit? What? Tragic. That's fine then. Oh my gosh, stop talking, please. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I am gonna sacrifice you for that. Just run up there, please. No, that did not do enough damage to be worth it. That's funny. Your sacrifice is will be noted. How about that? All right. Boom. Okay, and I lost that for some reason. Tragic. Why did that do nothing? All right. Luck of the draw. No mobility here with this chick. Yeah, sorry. Okay, okay, alright. Let's see. That did not do very much. Huh. Well, yeah, see how intense this is? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Sharky. Oh, please don't crash game. Hello? Trench can never. Lehendo's just gonna track it as it falls. It's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine, okay? Moonman paid for this. Blame Moonman. It was gonna be a short stream anyways, so. A thin red line is on? What's that? Might have just crashed. Oh, nope, it's back. No, stop. My gosh. That did not do nearly enough damage. There we go. You. Nope. I cast Vicious Backdrops. That didn't work. Alright. Any of y'all, Motor City Online was cool as hell. Alright. Zanico, definitely. Is there a new Discord leak? No, the Discord link is not doing its thing right now, unfortunately. Hopefully at a future point in time. Alright, you... Actually, no, that's not right. Oh, okay, no, that doesn't work. Wait, no, surely this will work. Oh, shoot. There we go. Yay, woohoo! Now I have to do a bunch more so I can actually get up to 17. Thin Red Line is a World War II Pacific theater movie. Oh, okay. What is that? Is that Indiana? Indiana State Police just spent $1.7 million on new SIG P320s. Yeah, that seems like a bad idea. That sounds like a waste of time. I feel like you should not do that. Okay, now does this get harder as it goes? Level 20. My gosh. All right. Wait, do I have another combat simulation I could do? Boss fight? Nope. Uh-huh. What is this? Challenge. Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize this is what he meant by this. It's a great movie. 340. Indiana State Police should also be less corrupt. Yeah, police agencies, the bigger they get, being uncorrupt, challenge impossible. How about that? Okay, so let's go. Who is this? Groza. No, that's Sharky. Where's Groza? That's Groza. Groza. This chick. What's her name? Kralik. And Cheetah? Tolo? Oh, here we go. Nemesis. Okay. Terrence Malick is a great director. This is like for grinding? Well, yeah, but I have to get up to level 17 so I can actually move in the campaign because I maxed out in the campaign. So I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Let's go here. Kralik. Hello? I want you to move here, Kralik. No! How do I rotate the screen? This is obnoxious. There we go. Physically go there. Thank you. Slime. Stop screaming at me. What does this do? Gains 1 stack. There we go. See, sometimes you're just stuck here and you're like, can I just end it now or no? And it's like, well, kind of. There you go. To play Wonderful Thunder, all I can afford. $2 for War Thunder. $2. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a little more than that. It's gonna be a little more than that. Everyday American for 2 says price you have to pay to get Joel Park to teach you. Free 99 because we're just going out there and he's hanging out with those guys, so it works out well. Logan sucks at shooting for 2 says you underestimate our stubbornness. Well, that's the thing, Logan. You're gonna start like a pool fund, like a collective fund, so that I have to be forced to play this stuff. That's how it's gonna go. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate it. Moonman for 2 says Azure Lane is the one that shook me with how horny it is. I don't even know what Azure Lane is. Considering it's based on real World War II warships that men died on, Ark Royal being a lolicon because her real life counterpart had a destroyer escort. Had a real life destroyer escort still has me shook. I'm not even gonna look that up, Moonman. I'm not even gonna look that up. Thank you, Moonman. Justin Space Cowboy for 10 says John is gonna need the money for 40, so it's worth it. Yeah, that's right. I have to stack it now so that when I'm older, I can retire from my gaming career at 40. You know, because I'm already aging out of my gaming career. If we're being real here. And then Victor the Third says $2 for War Thunder. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Ark Royal was an aircraft carrier. Destroyers are like boats. No, I get that. But why you're relating them to prostitutes and lolicon? I'm like, what? What the heck? What is going on? Huh. All right. And then again, see, I'm locked out of doing this stuff. Can I make it harder? Because how do I, like, rank up my commander? I need my commander to be slightly higher to actually progress in the story. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how I continue to play the game. See, I'm not smart enough to figure out all the mechanics of these games. All right. Hello? Alrighty here. Oh, I didn't grab the sniper chick. Tragic. Fair enough. That was easy enough. Alright. Nope, out of range, of course. Ah, damn it. Huh. Wrong button. Alright. Make you mega vulnerable just to be fun. Oh, that was too easy. Like, see, there's supposed to be some strategy to it, but I guess it's only when you're at, like, a higher level where strategy actually matters at all. So you have to play a lot of game before you can play game with your game, which I don't particularly enjoy. I can't even do anything there. Just get all the way forward. Peace out, Girl Scouts. It's bedtime. Have a good night, RBL. Appreciate you. Wait, can I actually just take them out with her? Yep. Literally can. See, it's like, isn't this supposed to be challenging in some way, or did I miss the note on that? Nope. There we go. Boom. See, now how do I rank up the commander? How do I get him high enough to where I can progress in the story? That's my question. But if I keep doing it over and over again, do I keep getting the upgrade points for it? How does this work? So I can't go higher. 35, 20, 25. Did I get anything out of that? No. Uh-huh. What the heck is this? Dish file. No, thank you. Campaign. If I do the campaign again, do I get... Oh, wait, what's this? Uh-huh. Yep. Righto. Okay, so I have to do more like training sims or something. This is... Do the story. I know the story helps level. I can't go any farther in the story until I get up one more level. I'm literally blocked out of the story because I'm level 16. I need to be at level 17. That's how annoying this is right now, dude. I'm trying, Logan. Moon Man, I'm trying, okay? Yeah. Yep. Eliminate all units. Okay. Wait, what? Lamau. Thanks. Speaking of anime boats, they're holding an anime convention on the USS Hornet. That's wild. The Last Boy Scout. What is that? Yep, not complicated. It's like, no, I get it. Yeah, you could just go right into their faces and blow them away. Yes, that is how that goes. Don't take that out of context, gents. Wild. Matthew, what is he playing? Moonman donated $400 to make me play Girls Frontline 2. So that is what we are currently doing, gents. Now, am I actually moving up in this at all, or no? Advanced skills, of course. See, everything is locked out. So let me show you. So if I go to the campaign, I'm in the third one. New battle 6, right here. Click on this. Unlocks at commander level 17. I am only level 16. So I literally am not a high enough level to play that mission, I guess, which is super obnoxious. So, like, I've done everything else. If I replay it, like, so now I'm confused though, because it's like, do I just have to do like the little supply missions or combat simulations? But then I'm even locked out of the next combat simulation. If I play the campaign missions again, do I re-get the rewards? Is that how that works? Because I only need a little bit more. See, but then I just don't get anything for it. So now I'm confused. Like, how do I get to a higher level? Because this is the point in the game where it's like, oh no, well, actually, do I need to do something event-wise? Do I need to play mini games? Is that how we do it? Is that how this game works? We need to play mini games? Reveal all cards, 35 bucks. Was it that one? No. That's it. Nope. Oh shit, where was that? Okay, that was that. And see, and then it locks you out. And then it's like, oh, you can't do anymore. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Jeez. What do you want from me? Dangerous excavation. Dig? What does this do? Okay. Cube collection. Claim. Am I supposed to... What am I supposed to do? Okay. All right, items obtained. Nice. Nice. All right, nice. Does this help me out here? Am I getting to a higher level? What is going on? No, I'm not doing that. Oh my gosh. Actually, no, wait. Oh, it doesn't matter which spot you have it in, so install that one there. No? Okay, so that just goes anywhere. Oh, and then you use parts for it. Okay. Okay, so I guess that's the thing. See, there's so much information on screen. I have no idea what any of this stuff actually does. Activate node. Sure. And doll has to be level 20. See, everything is like level capped, and I am gated away from doing anything. So, yes. No peak keys. There we go. Okay, so boom, boom. All right, there we go. Oh wait, how did I lose this one? There we go. Okay. So now this chick has everything. What else am I supposed to do though? I'm supposed to buy stuff. That's how you do it, John. You buy stuff. Was it worth it, John? I don't know yet. I have no idea. Is it literally just that gay? It's like, please buy stuff. I'm confused. I am legitimately confused. Am I just supposed to do combat simulations over and over again? Can I make it harder? Because, I mean, if I do this like 3 more times, yes, literally, I have to do like 3 more combat sims before I can play the game. Yeah, Zorps wishes he could get paid $400 to play anime chick game for well, formerly adoring fans, now like cringe-induced fans. We're gonna go sniper chick. Boy. Whatever, weirdo. Whatever you say, funny man. Okay, so we just do this one over and over again. Cover, headshot. Ah! It did nothing, John. Can I hit this from there? Hit the gritty? No, I can't. What if I just, no, nope, stop. Stop. What if I go here? Oh, that'll do it too. That's funny. Yeah, do it. Launch it. That was funny. And you won't be able to hit anything until you go here. And again, I cast devious backshots. All right. And this chick is going to come over here and do what you can against this guy, I guess. Boom. This knitter needs to come check commissions. What is commissions? What is commissions? And why are you calling me a knitter? Rosa, no! Don't go down. I'll cry a little. Uh-huh. All right, comboed. Wombo comboed, some would say. Let's see. I'd kind of like you not to go down, so don't die. All right. Nope. Actually, you can go back here. Nice. Thank you for the combo. Almost there. Actually, can you just play tank here, just for fun? Kind of. Commissions is at the menu, but yeah, what does it do? Is it more of your degeneracy? Oh, that's it? She didn't attack? Okay. All right, once again, I cast... Oh, wait, no. Hello? Frolic? Perfect. Nice. See, I did one more. I have to play this match one more time and then I can get up. If you collect the commissions, you level up. Oh! Oh! Wait, so are you saying I've been like, this is the thing, there's so many menus. There's so many different things that you have to click through. Like, why? Why would they set it up this way? So go back to the main menu, wherever the heck that is. Commissions. Really? Is it really that easy? Oh. What's this? Assessing. Okay. See, and you have to click through all of these little menus. Surely there's a way to do this faster than having to click through like 100 menus every single time you just want to like play the game itself. Okay. Okay. And see, every freaking thing has more of these. Yep. Okay. Glory store. What are you buying here? Okay, well, everything's out of my price bracket, so fair enough. But now I can go back to the campaign. Now I can actually play the game? That's wild. Normal battle. Boom. That isn't in this game. Chris, if you came back now, I apologize, okay? Moonman dropped 400 to make me play this Girls Frontline 2. It's like chess plus. Plus something. Mm-hmm. Captain Usury, huh? Is this guy? I'm a captain of usury here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Usury. Hey, don't look at my waifu. That's my waifu. Joel Park just uninvited me because of this. Valid. Groza? Groza. T-dolls. T-dolls, huh? Good night, Chris. Mm-hmm. All right, if you guys can't read fast enough, I'm sorry. You're missing out on a gripping story. Oh, speaking of gripping. Uh-huh. Yep. The girls are infighting again. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. I'll just use the autistic 4. All right. Nope. Let's see. Kralik, can you... Oh, wait, you can't? Why would you do this to me? Kralik, you're so useless. Let's see. Do I have any of my powers up? I don't. Tragic. You're gonna have to stay here. You're gonna have to stay here. Go here. That was not very effective. Nice. No. Thanks for the assist. Ow. Okay. See now, Kralik. Oh, you can't go over there, Kralik? What are you doing? What are you even good for? Kralik literally can't move. What is the point of having her down here at all? You, take it out. Oh, of course it missed the ones in the corner. Yeah. Kralik can't move, so I'm not sure what the point of her existing is. She's just gonna cry, I guess. See right there. She does AoE damage, that's it. Alright. Okay. Do you have your power up yet? You do, sweet. Boom. Hit all of them. That worked. Easy peasy. Leando, 246. All right, listen, it'll be 200. I think you might be cucked on Kralik on this one. Yeah, what a waste. What a waste. She pretending like she did anything there at all. Okay, Kralik. Okay. Right, sure. Mm-hmm. I assure you this is all very relevant to the plot. This is not a waifu dating sim. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 210 kilometers per hour. That is I don't think you know how fast that actually is, Asian man. Like getting this rickety bucket of bolts up to 210 kilometers per hour. Absolutely insane. How is this legal? What? Well, so that's the thing. What do you mean legal though? Because they're just talking to you. There is a massive lore document about this setting. See, that's the thing, Emoko. I think you've read in a little bit too much. It's the I wish I could tell girls what to do sim. Unlock the vehicle motor. Yep. Okay, Mailing. Mm-hmm. Logan says, it's just a small anime girl standing there. There's nothing degen about it. Right. The only degen things are happening within your mind. It's definitely not weird. Okay, don't question it. Don't question it. It's totally normal. Varric says, it's not a dating sim. You're building a harem. Right, it's a harem sim. My bad. My bad. Mm-hmm. Right. Fighting again. Well, I don't know where that anime voice came from, like the really young ones, because if you look at like earlier, like 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I don't know if that had developed yet into a stereotype. So I don't know if that's literally they just do it because it's a stereotype at this point, or for other nefarious purposes. Okay, so crawl can actually be used this time. Thank you. Absolutely wasted last time. Yeah, what she said. Oh, were they not aware? Lol. They're about to be. No, actually. Ow. You get what you deserve there. Okay, can you hit him? You can? Excellent. Whoa. Alright, fair enough. And you cast the healing spell on... no one? Really? If this clears all of them, I'll be incredibly happy. Not quite. Close enough. However, you... couldn't handle the neutron style. Come on. Oh, oh, that's as far as you can go. I see. My bad. Fair enough. Let's see. You ruined focus trip, could try and let's see. I think focus is start. Well, see, the gameplay is just chess, right? You could imagine this game without the skin of anime girls, right? So you can just play the game within the mechanics, and it's like it's all right, right? There is some strategy. It can be fun in some ways. Moonman for 5 says, fun fact, the majority of anime gacha games are Hyperborean, Aryan, post-apocalypse games. Not sure what they meant by that. Yeah, it is some weird crossover. Justin Space Cowboy for 2 says, no, 40 Smith & Wesson. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, I will need to pick up more of that. Thanks for reminding me. All right. This game, it's basically XCOM. Yeah, instead of aliens and Delta Team, you have robot waifus. Like, that's literally it. Respectfully, this is not chess. It's essentially chess. It's chess plus. This is what it is. It's chess plus. It works on the exact same mechanics. Chess with tits. All right, Hawkeye. Mm-hmm. No, how is it not chess? Describe to me how these pieces on a board in a turn-based, mechanics-based system is not analogous to chess. Explain that to me. Well, no, I understand that it's more like XCOM, but XCOM is also like chess. I understand that there are games it's closer to, but XCOM is also analogous to chess in a lot of ways. Sorry, am I missing the story? Mm-hmm. Right. Stop whining. Stop whining, you child. Here's alcohol. Now fix my machine. Now. Analogs? Sure. Chess? No. Oh no. Story nodes are miserable. Oh, do I have more rewards? Lame. Woohoo! Yay! See, it's the thing, it's supposed to tickle, I guess, your reward complex or something, because every 5 minutes you're opening a box, you're grabbing a recruitment thing, you're doing something totally wacky. Let's see. Retired Vepr 12, okay. Spaz 12, okay. Another curve. Uh-oh. And this is the scary part. Who did we unlock? Wait, didn't we already have? Isn't that just Nemesis? I'm confused. Another blade, blah, 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 more stuff. Yep. Just a duplicate. Duplicates make them better. Okay. Imoko says, I used to schizo post on GFL lore on bathroom stall walls. That's wild. Also, duplicates can be used to upgrade. I miss the man I was before this stream. Real. All right, here's a very gay-coded individual, also known as a faggot, because we are past the 2-hour mark. Strange goth cowboy chick. Okay, 27 hours. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. It? What are we talking about? Do we get to fight the gay guy? Also would. Well, okay, that's the thing, right? They're modeled to be attractive. That's kind of the whole point of the game, right? Doll's feet? Feet? What? Jake just got woken up there. The doll's feet? What? We're in the F-slur and anime hours. Yeah, this is faggot anime hours, all right? Take your bitch ass back to the Brass Facts server, all right? If you can't handle faggot anime hours. They're white-coded? Well, they're something. Wow, Logan is in this game? Wild, dude. Wild. Motto needs to mean this? No, he doesn't. Motto doesn't ever need to see this. All right, see what a waste. It's like, all right, can I just get back to playing the game? I just want to play the chess game, all right? I'm gonna keep it real. I just want to play the chess game. That's it. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, so all of the characters, correct me if I'm wrong, Moonman and Amoka, but all of the characters are based off of a gun, right? So Groza, the blonde chick, Groza here, uses a Groza. The Colfine uses a Taurus Curve. And then this one here uses a different rifle, but she has a Kar 98. And then Kralik uses a sword, right? So you can remove any of these people and withdraw a doll and put... It's like a character something or other. And so it's like matching characters together, building a team that doesn't suck, and trying to put all of their skills together to something that makes sense somehow. I guess. I don't know if I've ever used her before. Sentry gun. AoE based damage to use within specified spells and ignores cover. Oh, good to know. Okay. Well, let's go here. Oh, that was nice. Easy. Waste. Can you also do the same thing here? There we go. That worked. And you. Fair enough. Oh, what? I did not realize we were surrounded. My bad. I thought that said spinner degenerate or super degenerate, which is funny. Oh, is it? Ow. Ow. Okay, that one hurt. Not gonna lie, girl, you're kind of stuck. You, however, Crawl, can solve my issue here. Oh, you did no damage? Okay, I was gonna say, how do you not even get an attack off?
You are dick.
Thank you very much for that, Light Spore. Appreciate it. Easy. Also, you can capture sentry guns and reprogram them. I didn't know focus with a weeb. I'm literally not. Weeb for pay, yeah. Colfiend has basically become Taurus-chan. Taurus-chan. He has seen some anime probably too. It's over. Never. He's enjoying it, I can tell. Again, the gameplay itself is like not terrible. It's like a 5 out of 10. So it's something that you can play without like being viscerally upset at, but the gameplay itself, like when you're actually in the battles themselves, these little scenarios, it's like a puzzle chess mix, all right? I think that's the best way to describe it. Yes, it's XCOM Lite is basically what that is. Easy enough. Do I have more enemies here? No, they're not even aware of my presence yet. Ah, damn it. I was hoping that would ignore all the cover. All right. Okay, whatever that was supposed to do. Oh, that worked. What else is left? Oh, there's one person up here. I guess just me over here. Rosa, can you make it? You can. Thank you. See, that's what high mobility does. There you go. Now the game's over. Even for 400, once the little girls came on screen, I'd be out. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're looking at it like really, really sexually, you're like, oh, I can't even look at this. But I mean, like, have you guys ever seen, what's the movie, that high school superhero movie thing? And I mean, I don't know. Have you ever seen kids on screen before? Like, I don't think this is like hypersexualized in that way. It would be different if you were like actually interacting with them, but they're essentially PNGs on screen. Weeb's concerned. Wait till Colfiend becomes angry. I came for gun drama and stayed for anime. Cope. Fun lore fact. T-dolls are the quantum level of thinking. I don't know what that means. Sky high, that's the one. Do. Ow. Ow. Oh no! Tragic, dude! I'm gonna get roasted here. How dare you? Actually, no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Kralik, no! Okay, I'm gonna get roasted here. This is gonna be tragically bad. Huh. Okay, we gotta take this guy out. Yeah, but I think I even have to play that again. Or maybe not. Did I get it all? Brutal. JG says if I gave Focus $400, would he let someone pepper spray him on live stream? Nah, not worth it. Physical damage? Nah, not worried about it. Anime is weird, but one must become a dork and be one with their dorkiness. But if looking at most dolls here and thinking child is more telling on you, you must be a secret billionaire. Ouch. Actually, we haven't checked if JG was in the files yet. That's a good point. That's a good point. I would rather get pepper sprayed than do this. That's wild. That's wild. Moonman for 2 says anime characters are white. It's canon. True. Thank you, Moonman. Moonman also gifted 5 Focus Trip memberships. That is insanely generous of you, Moonman. Somebody needs to take your credit card away. All right? I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now the twink is back. Damn it. Emotional damage. Wait till John finds out about Lolly. Yeah, no thanks. See, but this is the thing. They just do fights, right? So I don't need to do anything else or interact with them at all. Getting pepper sprayed and tased was the dumbest thing I ever did for a paycheck. Yeah. I'm the only one who thinks this is weird, crazy. No, lots of people, like, don't like it. Totally valid. It's not something I would choose to partake in with infinite free time. This brings out the worst in our community. Jake is still here, though. Catch that Freudian slip there. Don't cry. What the heck? What's going on here? Client. Yeah. Don't let the little girl go near the client. All right. That's weird. What did they mean by this? Mailing, you child, don't go near the client, all right? The flamboyant client. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. This is gonna turn into an Epstein Island raid in a second. Mm-hmm. Right. Uh-huh. Jeff Epstein memorial stream.
あなた方にはあの峡谷で消えてもらうはずでした。ここまでたどり着いたからには契約通り報酬を支払うつもりでいましたが、品物をお渡しいただけないとなればここで死んでもらいます。
Shoot! Pull the trigger! Do it! Oh wait, did she actually die? That's wild. Oh, that's not. Yeah, once this is over, I'm basically gonna stop. I only had to play for an hour. Yo, was set P7? Is that what that is? I do hate the voice. The voice is grating. It's obnoxiously grating. Darren Claude is literally just a career. It's already over.
これだけの数を30秒で倒せたらとんでもないわね。ケロリ、指揮官を機動基地へと連れ帰るわ。了解。ネメシス、援護を。
Grating? It sounds like a child. Well, that's what I'm saying. It is grating. Like, couldn't they just have a normal voice actress for all this stuff? Because don't get me wrong, anime people who are into this, like, this is their whole life, there's weird undertones to everything, right? People are strange. But I would say that with like 99% of media, like anything coming out of Hollywood and modernity is disgusting. So is this more or less disgusting than what comes out in like your normal HBO show or something like that? No, because anime is pedophiles. Yeah, I don't know. I would be interested to see what other sort of content you consume. Because, I mean, you could literally say that, well, pedophiles consume the content, therefore it's for pedophiles, but pedophiles consume the content you like as well. So what's the objective standard that we're looking at? You can swap it to English? No way. No, it's not a Jewish argument. I'm asking for your criteria. Like, is it because it caters to pedos? As I wouldn't say that anime fans in general are pedos, but there's definitely a pedo community within anime fans, yes. I regret ever giving you money. Based! Yeah, Japanese women just sound like that? Okay. See, now why do they give me the other pads? Is it because I can put other people in here? See, no, it says the deployables are full. Swap artillery. We'll use cover and fight with various tactics. AoE damage, which can be split across multiple targets. Interesting. Okay. Japanese women do not sound like that. They basically don't exist. If you say so. What did I just press? Oh, cancel rewind. Sorry. All right. No, oh, perfect. What did she say? She say... Moonman is secretly John's alt. Yeah, I'm paying myself. That's wild. Paying myself to play this. I mean, actually, so far, I've been paid $800 to play this game, which is nuts. Maybe JG has a point because of how absolutely insane these people are to actually pay me that much to do that. Can I not move? Eliminate the target unit. What is going on here? Why can't I move my characters? Oh, is that it? That did not do what I wanted at all. Oh, I can't move that far. Problematic for me. Why can't she do anything? What is going on there? Okay, well, that was something. Ow. Yeah, I mean, I know that this isn't the most exciting thing in the world to watch, like, obviously. That's why this this facade has to end at some point, and I have to be priced out of playing anime. Okay. Okay, can I finally actually use her now? Okay, this will be stupid, but... Actually, that did a lot of damage. Uh-oh. I'm glad you somehow survived that, lady. Actually, no, that should be fine. Are you kidding me? Finally, jeez. Oh, wait, that was it? Okay, I didn't have to take up the charts. Okay, that's my bad. My bad. Oh my gosh. All right, Moon Man, that was over an hour. Over an hour into it. That's it, Moon Man. $400. Absolutely insane. We need to send... There is only one level left, but we're not doing that right now. Absolutely no. Later point in time. All right. I stopped sharing this. There we go. Got to alt tab out of this because there's no way to even exit the game. That's how little they want you to leave. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Mantis, man, this is really good for 5. Says John, when the anime timer up so I can tab back into the stream. It's up now. We're all done. But we're also all done with the stream in general because I'm going to go do something else now. I'm going to go hang out with my real life wife after she put our kids to bed and did all that work for us while I was sitting here playing games for money. Tragic. But that is the lot we live, I suppose. Lightsport for 3 over on Ko-Fi says, watches GunTuber stream for gun stuff. Looks inside. Girls Frontline / Uma Musume. Evidently now many such cases. You're 3 for 3 for the past 3 streams, John. You might as well keep going. Well, that's the thing, though, Lightsport. If it does actually keep going, like, it will be such an insane amount of money that I can't not keep going, right? Right? Like, that's the grift. Cody Fisher, 1x Precision Pretend, says, we are the Goy Man, John. I've fallen asleep like 10 times. I apologize. It's all right, you know, if you're playing it, like when you're actually in the game, the gameplay mechanics are like relatively entertaining. Again, very XCOM-like. But yeah, if you don't like the aesthetic or if it turns you off or it's creepy and weird, then yeah, you're like, actually, can this please stop? Moonman for 2 says, out here psyoping the haters into loving Groza. Now, waifu material. Real wife, you mean federal asset? That's a good point. Yes, my state mandated federal asset. But no, and I do mean like grift, like literal grift, right? Because like the normal stuff is not a grift, but anime is absolutely a grift. I am draining the weebs' wallets, all right, while they drain everyone else's souls. All right. All right. Well, thank you, Moon Man. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you got your hours worth. All right. Nobody's thinking about Moon Man here and what he wants and what he needs right now. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean that's $800 so far to play Girls Frontline 2 for 2 hours. $400 an hour to play a game. Like, listen, $400 to play a game per hour. Most people take that deal. Most people take that deal. We're so Emoko back. Yes. See, that's the thing, though. Emoko is the correct type of weeb. The weeb without any money. Moon Man is the dangerous weeb because not only is he a legit federal asset, but he's got money to back it up. So he's a legit dangerous weeb. Yeah, well, that's the thing. That money actually does go. It legit goes to like feed my family, or it goes to ammo, or it goes to, you know, travel expenses or something like that. So the money actually does go to a good place. And I do genuinely appreciate it, right? All jokes aside, it's like, it's something, you know, it's consequences of my own actions. Yeah, at least Garantham impregnates real women and cheats on real wives and abandons real children. Yeah, that's totally not degenerate. Yeah, hot chicks on a screen? That's so much worse. Yeah, JG. Right, yeah. Based in trad-pilled Garantham. Yeah, sure. All right. John here siphoning. True. Yes. I'm turning body pillow money into empty casings. Is exactly what I'm doing. Oh no, Moon Man, he got too distracted while I was watching DoD. Locked me out of the work PC. It's so over. Tragic. Thank you, Moon Man. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Uh-oh. JG. I did not ban you from chat. Hawkeye did. Hawkeye just removed a lot of your messages from chat. So, Hawkeye, I'm not sure if he was pissing you off. Oh, it was a 10-second ban, but it deleted all of his previous messages. So, okay. Based Hawkeye. Well, I mean, no. I mean, is there JG has like a emotional appeal against anime. It's fine. Everybody has their hill to die on. His is, you know, that. Fair enough. Whatever. And again, and I say this as someone who has only ever finished a joke version of an anime. Never actually watched a real anime. Not my thing. I'm dead on the hill, I guess. All right, but with all of that out of the way, gentlemen, hope you all enjoyed, well, the ones that remained, right? The real ones that are here, the real knitter hours, the real Nida hours, as Emoko would say. But with all of that out of the way, gents, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. God bless. Godspeed.
The glamour waking up! Shut it down! Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Ay, they got slined up by Stalin. For my daddy in a coffin. I'm a Jew, Fickelstein. My uncle, my grandma was lying. Pulled up on me, mom. Ay, put her in the count. Ay, told her get a word or be turned into a lamb. Mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Ay, they got slined up my grandma and my aunt in 1945. They were getting fucked up. Stalin put up on me pa. Ay, put him in the count. Ay, then his op sprayed his ass with the fucking child. Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin.